MAQ Group is a real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqgroup.com.
US Open Cricket 2021 Fantasy Sports. Create your Dream 11 and win exciting prizes. Login www.usopenfantasy.com.
Hi, I'm Sasha Crace, and I'm going to be working on the MAQ TV media crew for the upcoming US T20 Cricket Open.
Dr. Malik is the CEO and Director of Anesthesia and Pain Care Services. He is also the Adjunct Clinical Professor at Pikeville Osteopathic Medical College in Pikeville, Kentucky. Anesthesia and Pain Care Services is a comprehensive interventional pain center providing care for patients in Richmond, Kentucky. At the center, the goal of Dr. Malik and his professional team is to provide both short-term and long-term countermeasures to improve patient quality of life. Their motto is, "Why live in pain when it can be treated?" Dr. Malik recognizes the importance of an integrated approach to pain management, one that is tailored to individual needs. He and his team strive to enhance patients' quality of life by reducing acute or chronic pain, thereby increasing patients' ability to enjoy daily activities once again. In 1988, Dr. Malik received his medical degree from the Allama Iqbal Medical College in Lahore, Pakistan. Thereafter, he went on to complete his anesthesiology training in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the University of Kentucky Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. He also completed his fellowship training in pain management at the University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio. Dr. Malik is board certified in anesthesiology and has a subspecialty certification in pain management from the American Board of Anesthesiology. Dr. Malik holds professional memberships with several organizations, including the American Board of Medical Specialties, the American Society of Interventional Pain Physicians, and the American Society of Anesthesiologists. Throughout his life, Dr. Malik has been involved in professional sports and athletics, winning numerous athletic awards and scholarships. This has given him first-hand knowledge of sports injuries and an uncommon insight into diagnosing and alleviating sports-related pain.
The MCL is Major Cricket League is not just for the Pakistan, Major Cricket League for all over the world, number one. So all foreign investors, they can invest the money, foreign investor. Let's assume we're doing in Pakistan now, MCL. So Pakistani, Indian, Caribbeans and all, they like to invest the money on where the good cause is, which is we providing opportunity to every country, not just for our country, USA, we bring in every country. So once they're playing, this is international player hunting programs, Major Cricket League. So we investing the money for the talents who's been hide or hidden by some reason. So they're coming up and show them exposure and show them talents, what they have. So there will be opportunity for the all investors have to fair chance to the players to see that country not taking care of them. We will hear for international scales investor, give them opportunity for the charity way, you can look at it, and sponsor way. So we doing the program start in Pakistan. Then a program is built, all international investor can be invest the money in there, and that money will be good cause for the players, give them opportunity, player hunting. So same thing next event we starting. We will invest money on Hafizabad. A lot of them Pakistani foreigners and Americans, and also many other nation. They invest the money who love the cricket and who like to see more international top players come out. So they have wonderful cricket they've been watching year around. Same opportunity we offer them. Caribbean MCL going to be launched in MCL, so all international uh, investor can invest the money in Caribbean, India, and the next step India also MCL, and UK and MCLs, and Canada definitely will be MCL. We're going to play Major Cricket League because they have a lot of talents there and have not got opportunity. So that's the program is worldwide programs for MCL Major Cricket League.
Here's the DJ Bravo. How you do the slow ball? Like you do that, I want to know all the kids and then junior players can learn from your experience.
Slower ball, I keep my grip the same way. So 2 fingers on the seam of the ball. On point of delivery, my wrist, this is what turns. So I turn my wrist like this, and I flick out the ball with my thumb and my fingers out. So that's the slower ball.
So you're releasing the ball on by finger
From in front,
and they go like this.
yeah.
And then slow ball. That's why you got him.
Like that.
There you go. Here's the slow ball. So learn.
Slower ball, delivery, twist.
Twist.
Twist with the wrist.
Here's the DJ Bravo.
Hi, this is Rehma Sleem, host of US Open Cricket. Please watch me live on MAQ TV from December 6th to December 13th. Hi, this is Rehma Sleem, host of US Open Cricket. Please watch me live on MAQ TV from December 6th to December 13th.
The Fantasy Sports League is the easiest and most fun way to earn money to your favorite sport, cricket. US Open Fantasy is giving you an amazing chance to get rich and win up to thousands of dollar prize money every day. Just download the US Open Fantasy app. Choose the match, choose the wicket keepers, batsmen, all-rounders and bowlers. Yes, you can create your own team with your favorite captain and vice-captain too. And your team is ready now. Just select a contest to participate and stay tuned to live scores. To download the app, visit website www.usopenfantasy.com.
To play the game of cricket on the shores of New England, which posed a problem. The sand and water would not allow the players to hit at 180 degrees or bounce the ball on the ground. This caused the players to revise the game. The bowler would pitch the ball in the air and the batter would hit it in a diamond shape. As a result, the game of rounders evolved, eventually becoming America's favorite game, baseball. The first ever cricket test match was played in 1844 between the United States However, the game of cricket did not disappear. You could still find cricket clubs throughout the eastern seaboard of the United States, namely the Marion Cricket Club in Philadelphia. Expatriates in New York, Florida, and Texas, as well as famous English actors from Hollywood, namely David Niven and Sir Aubrey Smith, still played the game. In 1999, a version of T20 cricket was played at Dania Beach, Florida. The tournament, titled the USAcricket Cup, exhibited a new fast-paced version of cricket. This tournament was sponsored by the MAQ Group. This faster-paced game of cricket appealed to the American audience due to the shorter and less technical rules of the game. In 2001, Cricket Council USA was formed by Mohammad Qureshi, known as MAQ. Its headquarters is The mission of Cricket Council USA is to promote 2020 cricket throughout the United States. This goal will be accomplished by developing professional cricket leagues and recruiting United States players. Cricket Council USA is preparing a new generation of cricketers through summer camps, which will be operated by the U.S. Cricket Academy. Children of all ages will be taught the fundamental skills of cricket by professional and certified cricket coaches. The game of cricket, which is the second most viewed sport in the world, is no longer just a game for expatriates. It is a game enjoyed by more than 6 million fans in the United States alone. With more than 750 cricket teams, the United States is the 9th most active playing country in the world. Broward County built the first ever state-of-the-art cricket stadium in the United States at an estimated cost of $47 million. The stadium is located at the Central Broward Regional Park in Lauderhill, Florida. This venue will help Cricket Council USA attain its goals of promoting cricket. Cricket Council USA will stage a 3-day event called the MAQ T20 International Cricket Tournament 08. This special event will be held over the Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The tournament will allow fans all over the world the ability to watch some of the top 2020 All-Star players from the likes of India, Pakistan, West Indies, and the US compete against each other in an exciting match of 2020 cricket. In addition to exciting cricket, there will be a carnival atmosphere featuring 2 evening concerts titled Cricket Nights to Remember, where top performers from throughout the world will perform.
One love, that's it. One heart, let's get together and feel alright. Yeah, this is Kimani Marley speaking to you, and I would love for you to join me at the MAQ T20 Cricket Tournament opening on May 24th. I will be there performing for you live. Looking forward to seeing you there. One love, yeah.
So now, it's time for exciting 2020 cricket action to begin.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
I'm going to be working on the MAQ TV media crew for the upcoming US T20 Cricket Open.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqgroup.com.
US Open Cricket 2021 Fantasy Sports. Create your dream 11 and win exciting prizes. Log in www.usopenfantasy.com.
Hi, I'm Sasha Crace, and I'm going to be working on the MAQ TV media crew for the upcoming US T20 Cricket Open.
Dr. Malik is the CEO and Director of Anesthesia and Pain Care Services. He is also the Adjunct Clinical Professor at Pikeville Osteopathic Medical College in Pikeville, Kentucky. Anesthesia and Pain Care Services is a comprehensive interventional pain center providing care for patients in Richmond, Kentucky. At the center, the goal of Dr. Malik and his professional team is to provide both short-term and long-term countermeasures to improve patient quality of life. Their motto is, "Why live in pain when it can be treated?" Dr. Malik recognizes the importance of an integrated approach to pain management, one that is tailored to individual needs. He and his team strive to enhance patients' quality of life by reducing acute or chronic pain, thereby increasing patients' ability to enjoy daily activities once again. In 1988, Dr. Malik received his medical degree from the Allama Iqbal Medical College in Lahore, Pakistan. Thereafter, he went on to complete his anesthesiology training in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the University of Kentucky Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. He also completed his fellowship training in pain management at the University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio. Dr. Malik is board certified in anesthesiology and has a subspecialty certification in pain management from the American Board of Anesthesiology. Dr. Malik holds professional memberships with several organizations, including the American Board of Medical Specialties, the American Society of Interventional Pain Physicians, and the American Society of Anesthesiologists. Throughout his life, Dr. Malik has been involved in professional sports and athletics, winning numerous athletic awards and scholarships. This has given him first-hand knowledge of sports injuries and an uncommon insight into diagnosing and alleviating sports-related pain.
The MCL is Major Cricket League is not just for the Pakistan, Major Cricket League for all over the world, number one. So all foreign investor, they can invest the money, foreign investor. Let's assume we're doing in Pakistan now, MCL. So Pakistani, Indian, Caribbeans and all, they like to invest the money on where the good cause is, which is we providing opportunity to every country, not just for our country, USA, we bring in every country. So once they're playing, this is international player hunting programs, Major Cricket League. So we investing the money for the talents who's been hide or hidden by some reason. So they're coming up and show them exposure and show them talents, what they have. So there will be opportunity for the all investors have to fair chance to the players to see that country not taking care of them. We will hear for international scales investor, give them opportunity for the charity way, you can look at it, and sponsor way. So we doing the program start in Pakistan. Then a program is built. All international investor can be invest the money in there, and that money will be good cause for the players. Give them opportunity, player hunting. So same thing next event we starting. We will invest money on Hafizabad. A lot of them Pakistani foreigners and Americans, and also many other nation. They invest the money who love the cricket and who like to see more international top players come out. So they have wonderful cricket they've been watching year around. Same opportunity we offer them. Caribbean MCL going to be launched in MCL. So all international investor can invest the money in Caribbean, India, and the next step, India also MCL, and UK and MCLs, and Canada definitely will be MCL. We're going to play Major Cricket League because they have a lot of talents there and have not got opportunity. So that's the program is worldwide programs for MCL Major Cricket League.
Here's the DJ Bravo. How you do the slow ball? Like you do that, I want to know all the kids and then junior players can learn from your experience.
Slower ball, I keep my grip the same way. So 2 fingers on the seam of the ball. On point of delivery, my wrist, this is what turns. So I turn my wrist like this, and I flick out the ball with my thumb and my fingers out. So that's the slower ball.
So you're releasing the ball on by finger
from in front,
and they go like this, and then slow ball. That's why you're getting
like that.
There you go. Here's the slow ball. So learn.
Slow ball, delivery, twist.
Twist.
Twist with the wrist.
Here's the DJ Brown.
Hi, this is Rehma Sleem, host of US Open Cricket. Please watch me live on MAQ TV from December 6 to December 13.
One, two, three, 1, 2, 3.
nobody looking at you. Call him on your radio. Radio check.
Hi, Danny Can is with us right now at the US Open Cricket 2021. And as you guys know, he's the head of all the umpires. Hi, Danny. Are you enjoying this year's tournament?
Yes, so far, yes.
So what are your expectations this year's tournament?
It's a highly respected tournament. The tournament is going pretty good since it started. The first day we had a little ups and downs because of rain. But since then onward, it's very good. The curator is doing a pretty good job on working and get the pitch prepared and stuff like that. And it's a good tournament so far.
And you come every morning and get the pitch ready and everyone. So how's your experience?
Well, yes, that's part of my duty in this tournament, to make sure the game starts on time, the umpire on time, work along with the curator, make sure that the pitch is well prepared and stuff like that. But it's a good tournament, very good tournament. With all these international players and stuff, it makes the tournament more positive.
What do you think about US Open Cricket?
Well, US Open Cricket bring a lot of experience. It share a lot of knowledge with the local players and stuff between these international players. And I was here since the beginning of the US Open, so it's pretty good for players as well as umpires.
I mean, you guys played here before, your teams and everyone.
All the time we are here. Every tournament we are here to run this tournament as umpires, yes.
Well, good to see you here this year, and hope to see you next year as well. And good luck to you. Good luck to you this year. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the action on day 6 of the 2021 US Open. This is match number 16 and it's a big clash between the Punjab Blues, one of the favorite teams in this tournament, and they're coming up against the Clarion County. They are yet to get off the mark, so they'll be hoping to do that today. It's an 18-over encounter, and we have at the toss the captain Kumar from the Clarion County. Of course, the man next to him, Jaskran Malocha, needs no introduction. We have Danny Khan. We have also Rizwan Mohammed from CCUSA. And this guy who's looking very dapper, Prahlad Madhubishi. He's also from CCUSA. And Danny will give the coin to Kumar. Heads is a call, and heads it is. Well, Jaskran, you're making a habit of winning this toss, you know.
You're going to bowl first.
I know that. I could have said that. Take me back a bit to last night. Disappointed?
Not really disappointed. It's a game of cricket, right? We won 2 games, and Florida is a quality side, and they played well. I mean, we just didn't execute our plans, and then I felt we were 30 runs ahead of the game. So, yeah, today, hopefully, we can pull it back.
You think we might see a little reshuffle in the batting order today?
It just depends, right? Yesterday our top order collapsed, so that's why I had to go in early. But you never know it because it's an 18-over game today, so I might come top of the order.
You seem to love this tournament. You're now the leading run scorer. Tell us how you feel playing the US Open.
The US Open is a special tournament for me, and this wicket, I mean, hats off to the groundsman. I love batting here, and then just been lucky for me.
We'll ensure that they put it in your suitcase. Wherever you go, you take this wicket. All the best today.
Okay, thank you.
A great guy there, Jaskran Malocha. Of course, Nitin Kumar, you lost the toss, and you're going to bat first. I think with the heat out and the delayed start, it really doesn't matter.
We would have liked to bowl first, but that's part of the game. It's just about getting a good score up there. And we got a few match winners, especially with the ball and the bat, so let's see if we could click today.
And no wins just yet. This is a do or die.
Yeah, it is, but even without any wins, just the way our group is sort of panned out, if we win 2, we're looking pretty good to get into the second stages, just if we win our next 2 games. So no worries, we're just trying to play some good cricket today and put a full game together.
Let me wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
So the news from pitch side is that the Punjab Blues, they have won the toss and they have decided to bowl. Well, good morning and welcome to our broadcast. This is day 6. 5 days now since Sasha Crease made her entry into the United States, and it has never been the same since. The Eagles against the Punjab Blues. And here's Kulwinder Singh from the far end. That delivery coming in
swinging into the right-handed Johnson Charles, the former West Indies opening batsman, pushes it back on the offside. Good morning, Sasha. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are things in the England camp?
Well, England itself is lovely. The English cricket team, not so cheery, but I'm sure we'll talk about that in a minute.
This delivery again swinging in, but it started too straight. Worked away by Johnson Charles, and they're off and running. Charles and Sunil Narine opening the bowling. Sunil Philip Narine. And the Clarion Eagles going into this match under a bit of a cloud. Their player, Javor Royal, has been banned for one match, and that was due to him interfering with the integrity of the pitch, bringing it into compromise. He was caught on cameras just roughing up the pitch just on a good length, and he has been penalized and also given a further warning. So he's out, and that would have been a blow to his team's morale. Could be nothing again. So the line here is the issue for him, and that's down the leg side.
Yeah, as you said, Clarion County Eagles losing Royal, but I'm sure they'll be raring to go today. They really need to get a win. This group that they're in is really tight at the moment, and so net run rate might be really important, and obviously the win more important.
Yeah, this again, well pitched up, better delivery. One more, just to go through the standings that has been provided to me by our resident statistician, the man from Georgetown in Guyana. He tells me that Guyana will be the next Dubai, and it will be the Dubai of the Caribbean. And he was very proud when he pronounced that this morning on our lovely drive, our lovely Jeremy Les drive from the hotel this morning. Group 1, the Cavaliers, 22 yards. They are already into the semi-finals. They have 6 points. As Sunil Narine just eases this one. That's a lovely shot. Easing it down to third man for 4. That's opening the face of the bat and using the pace. Just to go back to the standings, the US All-Stars, they have 4 points. They play later on today. The Brampton Pacers, they're also on 4 points, so that battle is heating up. The Yankee Royals, they have 2 points, and the Mace Royals, they are yet to break ground. Group B, the Florida Scorpions, fantastic performance yesterday. They have 4 points. Narine drives, he's out caught. He is caught at point. The fielder moving quickly to his right. Narine driving uppishly, and he is on his way back to the dugout. Sasha.
Yeah, that is a brilliant ball from Kulwinder Singh. Let's watch that one more time. Here we go. Narine will be disappointed not to have got a boundary off that ball. It was a little bit wide, and he gave himself room, but it's gone straight to the fielder, and the Punjab Blues strike in the first over, getting Narine out, and they'll be really pleased with that. Eagles 8 for 1, 1 ball left of the first over.
Yep, and the Group 2, Scorpions 4 points, Samp Army 4, Punjab Blues, who are playing here, they have 4, Titans 2, and the Clarion County Eagles, who are playing here now, they are yet to get off the mark. So, at the moment, both groups still a lot of interest, and this is why today and tomorrow we will have so much action here and interest in this tournament. It is wide open. I want to say good morning to Danny Khan. They say if no one can, Danny can. So at the end of 1, it's 8 for 1.
Yeah, really good start there from the Punjab Blues. They will be wanting to win this game after the loss last night. It was a pretty good game, but under the lights, the Punjab Blues just couldn't get the win. And as Vinod has already mentioned, they've got 4 points on the board, but they'll be wanting to get a few more today.
I'm looking at the pitch, and you can see your reflection on it. Have you ever seen that? This is Sabina Park all over again. Sabina Park in Jamaica. And is it ironic that a Jamaican is a head curator here? That's Milton Taylor.
He's done really well with the pitch. It's looking lovely this morning, as you said, seeing your reflection in it, which I'm sure you spent a lot of time looking at this morning.
Yeah, I saw my reflection and I turned away. It's going to be Khan. Here he is. Oh, that's a lovely shot by Jono there. Just on one leg, a la Gordon Greenwich. And clips it down behind square for 4. 12 for 1. The ball is going to come nicely onto the bat. He's going to prosper.
Yeah, it's another beautifully hot sunny day here in Florida. And pitch, as you have already mentioned, is looking really good. And he didn't really need to play hard at that shot. That one just flew down to the boundary. And Johnson Charles moves on to 7 of his 5 deliveries.
Yeah, you can see his reflection on the track. It reminds me of Sabina Park in Jamaica. And of course, that track, normally the batsmen prosper early on. There's something for the fast bowlers as well. So let's see, even the spinners, they get bounced, which is an added factor in their play. Short and wide, outside the off stump, called wide by the umpire. And the bowler on that occasion, Khan, turns around, looks at the umpire.
Yeah, good call there by the umpire. And Khan is going to have to bowl that ball again.
He has the right idea in terms of the length. Just a little closer to the batsman he wants to be. That's much better. Charles allowing it to go by. It's shaping away from him. Had a good night, Sasha?
Yeah, another lovely night. I made my first trip to Walmart.
Yeah, you had a ball.
It was brilliant. It's like a winter wonderland in there with all the Christmas decorations going on.
Yeah. And you, after 2 hours in Walmart, you came out with a twister.
A Twizzler.
A Twizzler, sorry.
I did. It was the most American sweet I could find, and managed to share them out around the team up here.
Ooh, that's a beautiful delivery. Beautiful outswinger, just pitching about a 4th stump and a tentative prod by Johnson Charles.
Yeah, let's watch that one more time.
Yeah, that's difficult to play. That'll get any batsman in the world in trouble.
Yeah, Khan sensing that he is doing some good bits here.
Back to that Walmart run. You and Ronnie Bikram Das really enjoyed yourselves. You did find Jeremy's car, and you also bought a lot of snacks.
Yeah, just keeping us occupied in the evenings. And here we go again. That is hit high in the air, and is it going to land? One bounce over the boundary for 4. That's a lovely shot from Johnson Charles, just playing it really nicely down to cow corner there. It was millimetres away from a 6. Yeah, let's see that one more time. He had a big swing there. And 1 bounce for 6. 1 bounce for 4, in fact. Let me get that right.
On that occasion there, Khan pitching up too much. He needs to just pull it back a bit. Charles pulls, and that's a lovely stop there. Good effort.
Yeah, that was going to race away for 4 if he didn't get a hand to it. So fielder there done really well. Khan will be pleased with him after that boundary in the previous delivery.
So the previous delivery, he pitched up. He then tried to overcompensate and bowl it too short. So we didn't see you this morning at the hotel. Did you take a Uber and come down?
No, I managed to find a very lovely gentleman who gave me a lift to the stadium. I had a quick chat with BBC Radio London this morning, just talking about the US Open, as Khan comes in for his final ball of his first delivery. And that's just prodded onto the offside, and they'll finish with a single.
So it's the end of 2. 19 for 1. Probably it's a good time to take a break.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqgroup.com.
I was speaking to a few of the Eagles players earlier this morning, and they said they had a couple of days off, which I'm sure they'll be grateful for. Managed to make it down to Miami Beach and check out the sights that this lovely city has to offer.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You know, it's all a cricket in education. It's all an education in life. When you go to a country for an assignment, you want to, outside of the assignment, you want to experience the country. You want to experience things. You know, I have learned so much about places, you know, lovely stop at Square Leg. That helps me as a commentator by getting out there, meeting the locals, understanding. Like, I would not have known where the swap shop was if I didn't come out of here. So when a ball is hit in that direction, I will normally say it's going in the direction of the swap shop. Then Joy's Roti Shop, there's always good conversation in addition to the wonderful food there. And you want to be in and amongst the locals. Just this morning I was telling my dear friend and brother Nilesh, who you'll be hearing very soon, that I have gotten myself into some situations that it did help, because it gave me conversations that I could then talk about during the commentary. And, you know, people, when they listen, lovely shot, protection down there, a bit of a fumble, and they come back for two. So it gives you content, if I may say so.
No, you're absolutely right. As you say, important to know where you are, get a bit of context to the area and what's going on here.
Yeah, and you can only get that from the locals, I'm afraid. This one, he pushes it too wide. Signal wide by the umpire. I remembered once on commentary in St. Kitts, someone had asked me about what I think of the because I had walked probably nearly every street in Bastille just before the CPL match had started. He said, short, tucked away, that's 4 runs. He was aware of the fielders and into the boundary for 4. I was asked the question, what are my thoughts on Bastille? And I said that if Christopher Columbus comes back now, he will recognize it. And I put my foot in my mouth, because the day after, I was in Bastille at Maloney's barbecue, and a guy came up to me, heard the voice. I was speaking to Maloney, who's a friend, and he said, are you the guy who said that if Columbus comes back here, he will recognize Bastille? I said, yes, sir. He said, I think you need to leave this country. Then one time again, I was commentating in Guyana, and I said on here that Georgetown needs a coat of paint. I've never heard the end of that.
Yeah, I'm sure the locals weren't very impressed with that one. Very proud of where they're from. And Kawinder Singh is 1 for 16 off his 1.5 overs, making sure the field is set correctly before he comes in for ball number 4.
So here's Singh. Charles allows this one to go by. Well within the power play. They're over 10 and over already. So Charles, I didn't understand the approach there. I thought he might have played at that. I think Charles is not sure of what Kawinder Singh is doing, because he's moving the ball both ways. And he was probably thinking that would have gone away further, but just held its line, whipped away. 1. Remember, in this shortened encounter, the power play is just 5.
Yeah, 18 overs for each team this morning. And we've already seen the wicket of Sunil Narain. He left the middle for 4 runs, so Nishish Kumar is in to replace him. He's currently 2 off 2, as Charles has been on strike for the majority of the time. Here he comes again, gives himself room, pushes it onto the offside and just gets the single from it.
I want to say good morning to Mr. Jack Crease. Sent him a shout out and he was fast asleep. Someone told me Jack sleeps all day and night.
He would if he could, I'm sure.
I'm sure he's missing this shout out too because he's asleep.
He shouldn't be. You'd like to think he'd be awake. Back home it is 4:20 p.m.
Wow.
Probably already dark there.
Serious?
Yeah, it gets dark very early when we get into these winter days back in England.
So what's the earliest it gets dark there?
About 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah. Then doesn't get light until about 8 o'clock the next day. Here comes. Good ball. And just preventing them from any more than the single there.
Yeah, I like the work of Khan. He went for runs in the first over, but he has the right ideas. He's just missing some of his intentions at times, but he has the right idea. He's taking this ball away from the right-handers mostly and delivering it back off a length. So it's going to be hard to get onto that front foot and hard to even pull those. But we saw in the last over he was too short at times. And this is Hoytaway protection down there. So on that occasion he was a bit too short.
Yeah, he was, and that has been swiped at, but there is a man out there for protection. So as much as the batsman got hold of that, didn't get hold of all of it, and Khan managed to place the fielder exactly where Johnson Charles hit the ball, and Kumar comes back onto strike.
So wide all over the shop now. It's a software situation. So you can see there, he's falling away too quickly. And this is why he's pushing the ball down the leg side. So he needs to be a little more upright on his delivery stride, on his final delivery stride. He needs to be aware of that. He has had that problem this morning. Let's look at him carefully. That's better, much better.
Yeah, just a single again from that delivery. The Clarion County Eagles move on to 33 for 1. And I was speaking to the owner of the Clarion County Eagles also this morning, and he was telling me that Clarion County is a beautiful county up in Pennsylvania, I believe. Just a small mountainous area and full of blue-collared workers who he did go on to say are the workers who created America. So he's very proud of Clarion County and, of course, the team that he's put together from that area.
Oh, that's lovely. Charles drives. He drives with violence. He gets one. Charles comes from an area with a lot of blue water.
So 34 for 1 off 3.4 overs so far. Just a reminder, it's an 18-over game each way. So only 5 overs in the power play, so nearly there. And good ball there from Khan. He's come back nicely. And that was a direct hit. So run out chance, but I believe he was safely back into his crease. But you could see the stumps flashing there, flashing red for danger. But no danger. He was back safely, as you'll be able to see in the replay here.
Kumar, the captain of this team, he has replaced William Perkins. He was advancing down the track, but he advanced too early. And good thinking by Kumar. This has been a better over from him. 5 in it, off it, sorry. 35 for 1. So he saw him coming and he pushed it closer to his body. There was no room to maneuver a shot. Full toss, down the ground, bottom of the bat. And it's the end of the over, the end of 4. The score is 36 for 1. Let's have a Mad Hatter's coffee break. So we're back here, and I didn't see the tea, but I have a pack in front of me, and I think today we should have that commentator's camera working so we can advertise the products. You know, Mr. Haas wants to send some more for Sasha. I want to say good morning to Dr. Viroja, who was so kind to bring chai tea for Nilish and I. Sasha missed out.
Yeah, didn't want to save me any, did you?
We weren't seeing you.
I was trying to get some lovely sun this morning.
Someone said you were assisting your friend in trying to locate his vehicle. Oh, she's lucky. Driven beautifully through the covers. That's 4 into Lalman's scoring book.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that ball raced away to the boundary, but it made it in the end. And Nitish Kumar joining the boundaries with Johnson Charles. Kumar moves on to 10 off 7. Charles currently 23 off his 17 deliveries. And the Clarion County Eagles move on to 41 for 1. The loss of Sunil Narain at 4 runs. And current run rate is looking pretty healthy at 9.5 and over. The Eagles are going to want to push hard with the runs, as we mentioned previously. This group is looking pretty tight, so they're going to want to do well with the net run rate if that's what it's going to come down to. The Eagles have another game tomorrow. They've lost both their games so far, so this is a really important game for them to win.
Crashed away, down pass point for 4. Given room, and he was able to crash it through the offside. So this last over of the power play, they're really going after the bowling. Kulwinder Singh hasn't been himself today. The man who tells me he does not know Guru Wanderer. Who does not know Guru? Which Punjabi? Come on, Kulwinder. I think we need to sit and have a conversation about Guru Randhawa. Even Sasha knows Guru.
Yeah.
She has been listening every day in the car.
Yeah. DJ Vinod every morning.
Yeah. Did you have good music this morning on the way down?
No music this morning, just lots of chatting.
Lots of chatting.
Lots of chatting. So apologies if my voice doesn't sound quite on top form. I've been...
Did you get a chance?
Only a few moments every so often, but it was, as I say, a lovely drive. But I did miss out on the music from DJ Vinod this morning.
Sweet music. Driven away, over cover. It's not going to go into the boundary, and Charles is going to come back. In fact, Kumar is going to come back for 2. Have you ever had a Kumar? It's called Kurma in Trinidad, but some people call it a Kumar. It's a sweet.
Oh, okay.
It's flour and sugar. I think Roddy Lalman is an expert at that. He will make someone bring for you tomorrow.
Perfect. That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to Roddy. The boys finally made the grade today. Down the ground, and that's a maximum. So the last over, Kulwinder was really taken to the cleaners 35 off his tree. Lovely shot there by skipper Kumar. Down the ground for 6. And the score 53 for 1 after 5. It's the end of the power play. Next up is Lenny Archibald, the man from Kitty Carville in Guyana. And he's bringing Nilesh with him. Nilesh, of course, is from Chicago. Very proud American is Nilesh.
Thank you, Vinod. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Lenny. A bright sunny day here in southern Florida for this contest between the Eagles and the Punjab Blues. The match was delayed a bit in the morning, so it's a 18-over contest. And so far, Lenny, the Eagles seem to be doing relatively okay. 53 for 1. Johnson Charles 23 and Nitish Kumar, the skipper for this match, batting on 22.
So yes, Nilesh, as Jesse Singh comes into the attack, they're off to a rapid start. Two known men, Johnson Charles still currently vying for West Indies spot. Nitish Kumar, the Canadian international, he's done well in the tournament. And in fact, led the highest individual score up until yesterday. Got 83 in one of the earlier games. But that has been surpassed by Jaskaran Malhotra, who stands at the top of that heap with the highest individual score up at 85. So it's 53 for 1.
That was a nice shot. Too deep, extra cover, and they run for an easy single. Talking about Jaskaran Malhotra, I was talking to him yesterday that he could have easily scored 100, but knowing how the team was performing, he seemed a bit dejected and did not want to go after any personal accolades at that time.
Yes, Nilesh, the match has certainly shifted into a very tame finish towards the end. And a couple of milestones would have been had. This has been a tidy start here from Jesse Singh. Just a single off 2 balls, and he runs into Kumar.
And Kumar punches it towards the onside, towards deep mid-on, and they take a single. Thought for a second whether they should run for a second, but decided against it.
So the partnership has gone up to 47 between Johnson Charles and Nitish Kumar. They're going to be key members here for Clarion County Eagles. And so far they have done well at the fall of Sunil Narayan's wicket. And you look at the scorecard, they're going at 10 runs and over. This has been a very good partnership by 2 quality batsmen out in the middle, Johnson Charles and Nitish Kumar.
And this time he just pushes it on the offside and grabs an easy single. There's a misfield, but that doesn't cost the fielding side any extra runs. Johnson Charles on 25, Nitish Kumar on 23 as the Eagles, 56 for 1.
Yeah, very good over here from Jesse Singh. He's been selected to be part of the Ireland series that comes up in a matter of days. That series bowls off on December the 22nd, and Jesse Singh is part of that team.
And this time he pushes it on the onside. They go for a quick single and coming back for a second, and they do. There was a good running between the wickets and 2 runs off that ball. In terms of the composition of this team, I think 3 players from the current team are representing the United States cricket team. One of them is the bowler that you will see on the screen, Jasdeep Singh, along with, of course, the dynamite cricketers Jaskaran Malhotra.
Yes, we have seen quite a few of the players who will be playing in the Ireland series in this tournament. And you're right on that. Jaskaran Malhotra, Jesse Singh, and we'll try to pick up the others engaged in this contest.
And this time he pulls it over the onside and the ball races to the fence for 4, deep square leg. So 4 runs coming off that short pitch delivery, going down the leg side, and he made full use of that. And the replay, as you see it right now, it was placed perfectly, and the fielder at deep square leg had absolutely no chance in stopping that one. The Eagles move on to 62 for 1. Johnson Charles 25 and Nitish Kumar 29, Lenny.
So 6 overs gone. Kenjige has been given the ball, left arm leg spinner, and he comes in here, Nilesh. They're off to a good start. They're going at over 10 runs and over. And the power plays, not 6 over today, match reduced for 18 overs. So the power plays have been done and dusted. And the power plays extend to only 5 overs today.
Just now is the time for them to consolidate the score that they have put together so far in the power play. 62 for 1, as you said, Lenny. Nostosh Kenjige, left arm around the wicket. And he cuts it straight to the fielder. Slight misfield there, which allows them to get 1 run.
So Nitish Kumar and Johnson Charles, they've been to the US Open several times. I remember Johnson Charles would have been part of the Atlanta Parmviers last year, on which he was on the platform of the winning team. So he has had some bit of success at the US Open, and he's off to a good place so far.
Nostosh bowls, and he drives it straight towards extra cover, and I think it's gone all the way for a lovely 6.
Yeah, lovely shot here from Nitish Kumar. We'll take a look at that. Ball pitched up. Look at that. Inside out, over extra cover. And that's a shot of authority. Good power, good timing off the bat of Nitish Kumar.
Absolutely. The gap is still open for Johnson Charles as we see the next delivery. This time on the leg stem, and he pulls it towards deep mid wicket, and they run for an easy single.
This is a very good partnership. You look at what has happened here. They lost Sunil Narain when the score was 8, and now look at your scoreboard there. They're batting a 70 for 1. So essentially a 62-run partnership in T20 cricket. That's a very important one, not only in quality but in quantity.
Next delivery as he cuts straight to the fielder diving to his left, but they were able to run across for a single as the score moves on to 71 for 1. Nitish Kumar on 36 after a rather sedate start, Lenny.
And Kenjige is one of the other players you were talking about. So we've seen Malhotra struck into the onside. Fielder comes in, takes a catch. That's a well-judged catch. And that's the end of Nitish Kumar. He falls. The partnership of 63 comes to an end. And Kenjige strikes in the first over.
We were just talking about the partnership. And here is the replay. As you see, he hit it quite firmly, but unfortunately straight to the fielder standing right inside the ropes, and was caught at deep long on. But a well played, a well constructed innings by Nitish Kumar for 36. He is the skipper of the team for the Eagles.
So 63-run partnership of just 35 balls comes to an end. Kenjige, and he's the third player, Nilesh, that you were talking about. Jaskran Malhotra, Jesse Singh, and Nostosh Kenjige will have to remain here as the Irish team comes in a matter of days. So Josh Cobb, it appears, comes to the middle, and he's a man who has had first-class experience, and he comes in here at 71 for 2.
Talk about getting used to the conditions, Lenny, right? With the Ireland tour coming up, these 3 players clearly have what we would call as the home court advantage.
So number 300, Josh Cobb, comes to the middle. A man who plies his trade for Northamptonshire in the English County Circuit. And he comes in here to face the left arm spin of Noshtosh Kenjige.
Comes in left arm around the wicket, and he misses that delivery. That was bowled outside the off stump. A straighter delivery that was completely missed. That is the end of the over. 7 overs completed. Lenny 71 for 2. Johnson Charles 27, and Josh Cobb yet to open his account.
So Ashley Nurse comes into the attack, Nilish.
And that was bowled outside the off stump. The bowler is trying to target just the outside the off stump area. Looks like Johnson Charles. This time he places it to deep point and ambles across for an easy single as Johnson Charles moves up to 28. Eagles 72 for 2.
So Ashley Nurse, we saw him a couple of nights ago, would have pulled Punjab Blues out of a big trouble. They needed 29 runs, I think, in the last 2 overs. And by the time the match was done, Ashley Nurse ended the match with 3 balls to spare. And so he's had a good batting series, but he comes in here as an off-spinner who has played at the international level.
Again, right arm over the wicket, and this time outside the off stump, and he places the ball to deep point, and again walk across for a single. We haven't seen any sixes lately. They have been gradually building on the scores that were laid out in the partnership between Nitish Kumar and Johnson Charles. As we see the next delivery, and this time he pushes it nicely towards deep mid-off, and they take one and they come back for the second as there's a fumble at the boundary line, and they take 2 more runs, and the score moves on to 75 for 2. Johnson Charles up to 30 and Josh Cobb on 1.
So still a tidy over here from Ashley Nurse, a man who has played at the international level, so with international level experience. And he comes in here with a run rate very close to 10 runs and over.
Right arm over the wicket again, and this time he cuts and mistimes the stroke. The ball goes down towards point and an easy single to be had.
So Josh Cobbs comes back into the attack, into strike. He's only one off a couple of balls, and Nilish, we have seen our fair share of many players from England in this tournament.
This time he comes in and he pushes the ball just past the bowler. Ashley Nurse tried with all his might, outstretched hands, but the ball gets in. They get a quick single. So 77 for 2.
So 8 overs gone, 77 for 2. And among some of the English players here in Nilish, we've seen the likes of John Simpson, who a couple of months ago would have made his international ODI debut for the England team, played 3-1 international against Pakistan. And we've seen quite a few players out of the UK. Aaron Lilly is another player, probably will come later on. He comes out of Leicestershire. And so players from all around the world has really made it to the US Open once again, as they have in the preceding years.
A new over begins here. And this time again a mistimed stroke by Josh, but the ball of the inside edge gets to short square leg and they come across for a single. Johnson Charles now has the strike.
So we've seen one score over 200 yesterday, 207 posted by one team. And yesterday we've seen some tall scores yesterday in Nilish. We saw another 187 at one point.
Nostosh again, left arm around the wicket, And straight to the fielder. No run, 78 for 2, the Eagles. And this time again a similar delivery with a similar result. The ball going to the same fielder at point and no results. Josh trying to find the gap between point and mid-off.
So Ken Jige would have been called up for the ODI part of the series. This one chopped into the ground and can't escape the hand of Ken Jige. But just coming back to Ken Jige, he's been called up for the ODI series and not the T20, but still something to be a part of.
Playing for the United States. That's the key, right? And after 3 dot balls, Josh is able to find the gap, pushes it on the offside and takes an easy single. He's now up to 4 of 7 deliveries and the score is 80 for 2 as Nostush gets ready for his next delivery. And this time he finds it deep to long off and they come across for an easy single again. No real aerial strokes so far, Lenny.
Yes, Nilesh, we've seen a couple of sixes off the bat of Nitish Kumar, but he's back in the shade. While Johnson Charles would have bat with somewhat aggressive at times. He is what they would say in cricket, he's gone into a sort of like his shell. But let's give credit to the bowling. Since the spin came on, Ken Jige, he's a quality spinner. He's been part of the US national setup for some years now. And Ashley Nurse, the man with ball in hand, he's played at the international level. So in addition to one of the reasons why the batsmen have not gone across the rope or over the ropes is really because of the fact that both Ashley Nurse and Ken Jige are bowling some very good overs here.
Ashley Nurse gets up for his next over. Right arm over the wicket. And the reverse sweep is attempted, but he misses it. And so does the keeper. It seemed that he was outside the crease for a brief moment, but it was quite far away, Lenny.
Yeah, and since Ashley Nurse and Ken Jige has really come on, we have seen a bit of a drop here in the run rate. At one time, Nilesh, it was 10, but now you look at what has happened here, and now it becomes 8.5. So it simply means Punjab Blues have really pulled this game back in the last 12 balls.
They certainly have. 2 reverse sweep attempts. Let's see what happens now. Right arm over the wicket. This time he just plays it back to the bowler without any runs. The score remains at 80 for 2. Johnson Charles on 32 and Josh Cobb on 4.
So very interesting standing for the team. Ball played back to Ashley Nurse, can't score. Very interesting standing for the team in Group B or Group number 2. Florida Scorpions, Samp Army and Punjab Blues. They're all tied on 4 points. So this one is going to be a real decider of an encounter. And the team, if Punjab Blues should win here, they'll probably go at top of the table for now, as Florida Scorpions and then Samp Army still have games to come.
Last ball of the over from Ashley Nurse to Johnson Charles. And this time he hoisted over mid-on and straight to the fielder. Straight to the fielder, Jesse Singh. And this is an important wicket. Johnson Charles was looking good. He was slowing down towards the last few deliveries somehow. Got bogged down with the twin spin attack. But this delivery, as you can see on the replay.
Yeah, didn't get full timing on it. And Jesse Singh, he's a safe fielder. Comes in, knows where he is, and takes a very good catch. So that's the end of Johnson Charles, 81 for 3. So Aaron.
So we're back here. It's 81 for 3. And Johnson Charles just leaving the arena for 32. This time, this is worked away down the ground. That's 4 runs. Tugged away just outside the off stump. And Cobb, who we saw earlier in the tournament, hit some big ones. He was able to get that one into the boundary. So it's 85 for 3, 10 overs to go. I think we are looking at another big first innings total. Good morning, Ivor.
Good morning, good morning. 8 overs to go. It's been a reduction in overs because of a late start here this morning. Bang, this one into the offside, but can only get 1 for the effort.
A lot depending here on Cobb now. Nushtush Kenije has bowled well. And again, kudos to the groundsman for producing an excellent track. He would have gotten a little rest last night because proceedings finished early. This time Cobb is out, caught behind, fishing at that one was Lily, in fact. Fishing at that one outside the off stump, he feathered it and into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. And this is what the Punjab Blues needs to do. They need to keep taking wickets at crucial times just to slow the momentum and break the momentum, in fact.
Yes, that was a smart bit of wicket keeping there, and you would have noticed what he would have done. Just in case the umpire would have failed to give that caught behind, he whipped the bails off while the batter was out of his crease, because the ball does not become dead upon an appeal. So good thinking there by the young man. You can see it here. Okay, all right, just in case I don't get the first one, I get the second one.
Yeah, so Kenije gets his second wicket. That's good work. Jonathan Fu from Guyana comes in now. He has been promoted up the order. So Fu could hit a long ball.
Yes, indeed. He has not really come to the party in full force as yet. We have seen a few 50s. Vinod, he has not joined the ranks of the 50s yet, but today is a good time to show his ways. The pitch is playing nice bounce. You can play through the line. We would have seen Narayan who would have gone earlier. Beautiful shot, but it was aerial. It was beautifully taken. What do you think that Charles labeled for his 32 from 31?
Kenije. So number 300 and number 200 in there at the moment. Cobb and Fu.
That would look good on the scoreboard, but it's they're wearing it on their backs.
Yeah. This is over number 11 in progress. Kenije is tossing this one up, allowing the free hit. Jasker and Malhotra at the toss said that his team prefers chasing.
Yes, because you would have seen what's in front of you. So most teams in 2020 prefer to chase.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Premeditated and executed.
Yes, the switch hit first of the morning. And we're in day 6 of this tournament, the 13th edition. And we play perfectly done. Got it over the infield, and away she goes for a boundary. 92 for 4, 18 overs would constitute the end of this inning. So a pass score from 18 overs, we're looking at maybe 135, Vinod.
Yeah. 135. 7 overs, Ivor. Come on, man. I think they could get up to about 150, 160.
Well, we have 2 relatively new batters, and they've struck 2 boundaries in this over, and they still struggling to get to 92. Well,
both of them could hit the ball very hard and very far. They're aggressive players. They're good runners between the sticks. So you have to take all these things into consideration.
So I am counting on Ashley Nurse to bring out all of his international experience here at the US Open to hold the reins.
So 3 bowlers allowed their 4 overs. In fact, 3 bowlers allowed the 4 overs and 2 bowlers 3.
Yes, indeed. With Nurse already in the wicket column, and he's going just for 8 runs from his 2.1. I would imagine he'll put up his hand to bowl a 4th.
Full drives and misses.
He misses the ball and caught the air. But dot goes into the scores book.
So he plays a reverse sweep effectively, and he's going to come back for 2. So all these new shots invented for this format.
Yeah, that was quite chancy though. He took that one from off middle with the switch hit. But he got some willow onto it and got 2. And again, this time
this looks adjacent. He's out like before.
I guess he would have got an inside edge on it.
He's indicating
you have to go.
He's indicating that he got an inside edge. That's the only thing that could have saved him, because from our vantage point here, that looked very adjacent. Let's have a look at it. Nurse pitching on off and turning in. I'd like to have another look at it. It's going to be difficult for us to say whether he got an inside edge onto that.
Unless he can slow it down a little bit.
He has to leave the arena. Let's see here. Here is Nurse. And it actually struck him on the hand above the glove. There was no bat there. I think it struck him on the hand.
Okay,
let's see.
We'll see.
Here he is. Nurse.
Nah.
If they can rock and roll right there. Rock and roll. Just above the glove. So the umpire quite right on that occasion. Hitting the hand, going onto the pad, and he's out. 95 for 5. James Fuller comes in now.
Asinos is enjoying his tournament. He had a good knock.
Well, you backed him, and he's delivering for you.
I can see through walls, Vinod. He's 2 for 10, and he's just has bowled 2.4 overs, and I'm sure he's going to put up his hand to be one of those free bowlers who can bowl 4 overs. I would imagine so. He backs himself. He's a confident cricketer. And there's a chance of a bowling caught there.
Good effort by Nurse. He would be disappointed though with himself, but he did show commitment. Let's have a look. That was Fuller in and out.
Yes,
could have been a spectacular catch.
Yes, he came back at him with pace, but he got there. He's a big man. He got there to his right. He was always left bowling over the wicket, and he had to get across. Got a hand to it. At this level, Nurse is very disappointed in himself. Good over so far. Only 4 for mid and a wicket. So 2 dots in this over. Last legal delivery comes up. They need a boundary. That would bring up the 100. He's going after him, but good enough for 1, Vinod.
This is good bowling from Ashley Nurse. He's mixing it up nicely. He's varying his length and line perfectly. And his bowl is 3 overs, 2 for 12. After 12 is 97 for 5. Let's have a Mad Hatter tea break. Again, not timing that one properly. Ashley Nurse finished strongly in the last over, 3 for 12 off his 3, and Nushtosh Kenesia 2 for 24. So the slower bowlers doing the business here for the Punjab Blues. Clarion County Eagles, if they lose today, they're out.
Well, the Eagles are going to have to spread the wings today to stay alive.
So Kenesia tossing that one up. And the new batsman, Fuller, not taking full advantage of it. I think he would have been better served going straight down the ground. There is a huge gap down the ground between the man at the widest long on and the man at the widest long off, who now comes into action.
So the 100 comes up with that single to wide long off. Comes in the 13th over.
Oh, that one made some height. And also he got some bite off the track. It's a good track there by Milton.
Yes, he would have put in the hard yard this morning to prepare a good pitch. It has spin and bounce and pace. You can play through the line if you care to. But right now I think the bowlers are on top. Won the toss and they would have inserted in the Eagles.
This is where he should have struck the ball previously. And he now does it. 4 runs. 105 now for 5.
Yes, you did call it. You called it right. You say there's that big gap between mid-off and the long on. Once you get it past the bowler in this fast, quick out field, you should get your money's worth. Good shot. This one bangs out to the extra cover on the boundary. Can only get 1 for his effort. As over number 13 is done and dusted. 106 for 5. Fuller is on 3. And Cobb 20 from 19. They're going to have to up the pace. Vinod?
Yep, but let's take a break. We'll be right back. So it's Malotra around the wicket. So he's going to use his experience here to continue stifling these batsmen. 4 overs to go. Ivor's prediction is not looking that bad now. They've lost wickets and that has broken the momentum.
Yes, 107 for 5. And like we said, James going at a strike rate of 100 and Cobbs just over the 100. 21 from 20. In the air, there's a man down there. He's getting on there. Is he going to get there? No. He spent a long time. I thought the long on was in a better position to get there.
Yeah, that was running through my mind as well. So you're slow to react.
Yes, the mid-wicket had to run to his left, and the ball was always going to be dying on him. Those are specialized positions, long off and long on. That's where the Pollards and the Russells and the holders, those tall guys, and They put in sixes like taking fish from a pond.
Yeah.
That's a good delivery. He's from round the wicket and he's sliding it across the batter, not giving him anything to work with. You've got to make your own pace, pal. He's taking pace off, bowling round. Look at the trajectory. Just low, not giving him anything.
Once the trajectory remains low, he can't get underneath.
There you go.
To lift it.
Oh, you sound like a coach there, you know?
Yeah, it's 111 for 5. Nelson. Yeah, you need to keep that leg up there, Ivor. And you're now relieved of that stance.
Yes, the Nelson on the scoreboard.
End of the over, the end of 14, 112 for 5.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqgroup.com.
So we're going to continue here. It's 4 of us to go. And the Foo's on the last wicket to go was Foo, 7. Cobb is on 23. Slashes at this one. It's going to go down to the point boundary. I thought that they should have put a little pressure on that fielder there, Haifa.
Yes, he had to run to his left, then take the ball from left hand to right hand, and by then they would have been making good on the second run. They've got to pressure the fielders. Turn none into one, one into twos, because they're behind the 8 ball. They've been sent in to bat, but they should make the Punjab Blues pay for sending them in on such a lovely trap.
Here's Jesse Singh, and he could be in problems here. Oh, just over Ashley Nurse. Kyron Pollard would have pulled that down. Probably Jason Holder as well.
Yes.
Yeah. 6 runs.
Yes, his timing, his jump on the time. Look at it, you can see.
Yeah. He mistimed the jump.
Yes, he mistimed the jump. But if you would have grabbed it, I think his momentum would have taken him back. He would have still gone for 6. Those are specialized positions, so you've got to practice those. Russell and those guys, they take those cut trill on the boundary. He's going to take that. He's going again, and I don't know why.
6. What a shot. That one angled into the pads. And all Cobb did was get inside the line and just helped it on its way. I told you, Ivor Henry, Cobb is a dangerous batsman.
Yeah, back-to-back 6s here. And like I said, the spinners were doing fine, and they're bringing back Jasdeep Singh, putting pace on the ball. They needed to create their own pace from the spinners. I don't think the captain was mindful of that. Now you're giving them pace. It's a lovely track. Once the ball come onto you, you can swing for glory. He would have done that on 2 occasions back-to-back. And it's raced up to 125 for 5. You know, 135 is definitely on the card.
Yeah, definitely. They may get a little more than that, though.
I think, of course, they're going to be going past that, because the last over they got 6 runs, 6 singles. But now they're going for 6s.
So here's Jesse Singh again from the far end. Straight down the ground. So it's just 2 deliveries to go for over number 15. 126 for 5. 18 overs. 3 more after this. I'm seeing Ivor 150.
Yes, from here on in, They should get over the 150 mark. They must be able to make more than 14 runs and over. So we got 14 from 4 delivers.
Drives. What a wonderful shot for 4. He poses for the camera, but it's too early for the cameraman to come out. It's 130 for 5. 1 delivery to go, Ivor.
Yeah, this has been an expensive over, and Jesse's not taking pace off. He's bounding in, and he's giving width, and that's all she wrote. The partnership races up to 35. So Fuller's joined the party. Cobb has struck 2 lovely 6 in this over, and he's out caught.
So Jesse Singh gets the final laugh as he plays it right back to him, and Fuller goes for 11 after 15. It's 130 for a loss of 6 now, and with 3 overs to go, here you can see the dismissal. It was an attempt at a slower ball bumper. It was very wide, but there was no pace on it. He could not time that. Back to Jesse Singh. That's the end of the over. We're going to have a change in the commentary team with Sasha Crace coming alongside Lenny Archiba.
So welcome back. It's 130 for 6. Terrence Hines comes out to replace James Fuller. And replacing Vinod Mamchan and certainly Ivor Henry, we've got Sasha Crace in the box. Sasha, it's 130 for 6, 15 gone. And it's an 18 over a game side, so 18 balls remaining.
And here we go. And Josh Cobb, who's 36 off 25, just swipes that onto the leg side. And I think they're going to scamper back for 2 there. So Cobb moves on to 38.
So Josh Cobb plays on the English county circuit. And we've seen a good partnership between him and James Fuller not too long ago.
And Ashley Nurse in. And that was a wide ball, but Josh Cobb manages to get his bat involved and they just get the single from it. So not the best ball from Nurse, but he's got away with it there.
So we've seen good spin bowling from Nurse and Kenjige earlier on, but you get the feeling we've seen an attacking Josh Cobb. He has slammed a couple of big shots, and so things could be a little bit different here.
Yeah, Josh Cobb played in the 100 competition, which was new to England this summer. So 100 balls, so just a little bit short from a T20, trying to bring more women and children into the game back in the UK. But here comes Ashley Nurse, ball number 3 of his final over, bowling into Terrence Hines, who just dabs it onto the offside, and again, just a single from it.
So brilliant sunshine here in Broward County, one of the only approved stadium in the United States, a stadium that will host a set of events for the Irish national team visit.
Josh Cobb on strike again, and he has a good go at that, but doesn't get quite enough on the ball, and again just a single from it. So economical from Nurse here. He's on his final over, 2 for 18 I believe, or 2 for 17, sorry. So he's going along nicely.
So a couple of teams, in fact 3 teams tied on 4 points at the moment, so there's a big rush to stay at top of the table. The 2 teams will then cross over facing the other group, so we'll have to wait and see. Ashley Nurse, this over's gone pretty well, and that's another quality delivery that will conclude Ashley Nurse's bowling spell. And at the end of what has been the 16th over with 2 overs remaining, it's 136 for 6.
Yeah, 2 for 18 off Nurse's 4 overs, which he'll be pretty pleased with there. they're restricting the Eagles down, as we've mentioned a few times, just 18 overs in each innings, so 2 overs to go. And I believe the run rate is around 8-ish, 8.5 in fact. So they're probably going to want to score a few more runs just to make sure they feel happy with the total they've got on the board in order to defend it.
So Kulvinder Singh has been given the ball. We've seen him bowling pretty well with a new ball in this series. And Kulvinder Singh comes out from the Silicon Valley Strikers. That team would have won the Toyota Minor League Series this year and played impressively well. We've seen him rise to the occasion in this series.
Yeah, he's been slightly expensive so far, but that is a good ball to start his final over. Dot ball, no runs, and he'll be really pleased with that.
So we saw yesterday, commencing his bowling spell, his shoe came off.
It did. It looked like a few people had to go and help him out with his laces there, didn't it?
And I was wondering if that would affect his run-up on bowling yesterday, but it did not.
And Terence Hines, new man on strike, has a swing, but really doesn't get hold of it, and looked like the wicketkeeper was going to have a shy at the stumps, but Kulvinder Singh says no, just a single, happy with that.
So 10 balls remaining. Josh Cobb, look at that. He's up to 40 from 28 balls. Let's see what he's done. A couple of 4s and a couple of 6s. And he's going to be a key man here for Clarion County Eagles if he is going to smash a few balls across the rope or maybe over the rope. Let's see what happens. Kulvinder Singh.
Cobb on strike, and he has a good go at it. But again, Kulvinder Singh bowling well. They're just not quite getting all of their bat on it. Not seeing the middle. And again, just scamper through for the single. But it does bring up Cobb's 41, so he's nearing his half century here.
So we saw also a good knock from Nitish Kumar. He got up to 36, and Johnson Charles, who got 31.
And that's going to be a wide delivery from Singh. So Terence Hines is going to have another go at that.
So this over has not gone too badly here for Kulvinder Singh. We've seen a couple of singles. We've seen one ball going down the leg side of Terence Hines, called a wide. But relative to that, this has been a quality over here from Kulvinder Singh. Just 9 balls remaining.
And here we go again. Hines on strike. And that ball came back into the pads of Hines, and he manages to get it away onto the offside. And again, just the single. So, as you were saying, Singh will be pleased with singles. Singles are fine.
Yeah, Kulvinder bowls very well. And it's surprising to know that he uses the new ball pretty well. And that is why, if you look at his bowling analysis, he's really used up maybe 2 or 3 overs at the start. Josh Cobb does have a chance to advance some bit of scoring here with 8 balls remaining.
And Cobb has another swing, and it just is pushed again down onto the offside, sort of towards a wide long off, and he throws it back to the keeper, and just another single. So I believe that's 5 off the over so far, so good from Singh, including that wide.
Yes, Singh has been very good towards the end here. Terence Hines has used up quite a few balls for the 4 that he has posted so far. So Punjab Blues holding it tight in the last set of balls here.
Yeah, last ball of his 4 overs, and again, Singh has bowled really nicely in his final over, but that is an overthrow, and they're going to come back for 2. So, as I was just saying, just singles from it. They managed to scamper back for 2 runs, and at the end of over number 17, the Clarion County Eagles are 143 for 6 wickets.
So they're going at 8.4 and over. We'll have to see who will be given the last over. It appears to be Zia Khan. Is that Zia Khan walking up to the bowler's mark?
Yeah, I think you're right there. He's bowled nicely, so it would be no surprise for him to take the ball for the final over of the Punjab Blues bowling innings.
So two overs, none for 18 from Zia Khan. He's been steady, and he's featured as one of the regular bowlers for Punjab Blues. In fact, he's not going to bowl. Malhotra has taken the ball, so Malhotra will come in at the last minute, and he will come in to bowl the final 6. So Malhotra.
Josh Cobb, the man, 42 of 30 deliveries, will be on strike for the final over. And as we said, the Eagles 143 for 6, And 6 balls remaining. Let's see what they can put on this scoreboard.
So Malhotra, the off spinner, comes into bowl to Cobb, and Cobb is getting very innovative. That's a good looking shot over the keeper's head. And in fact, only a single there to Cobb.
Yeah, looked like it came off the toe of his bat there, so didn't manage to get all of it to go all the way to the boundary, but they'll be happy with just runs at this point. Boundaries obviously very important, but singles just build that scoreboard, and that was slightly wide from Malhotra there, but again, Terence Hines manages to just get away and another single, so scoreboard ticking over nicely here.
Yeah, this is good bowling towards the end. In fact, we haven't seen boundaries on since the 16th over. So pulled into the onside. Jesse Singh is engaged.
Yeah, these batsmen just don't seem to be getting quite enough of the bat on the ball. They're trying. You can see the intent there, but you've got to give credit to the bowlers for just keeping it tight here. And Malhotra in for ball number 4, and that again is. That looks like it's been edged for 4, sorry. Lost the ball slightly there in the clouds as it came into the air, and it has gone down to the third man boundary for 4, it looks like.
Yeah, good slice on that one off the bat of Terence Hines. And Sash, they tell you when you're playing those shots, you play it hard enough. So even if it peels off the edge, it will go quickly up to the boundary. Exactly what Terence Hines did. And that brings up the 150 here for Clarion County Eagles. They will be quite happy with that. With just 2 balls remaining. Good looking shot from Terence Hines.
Exactly right. And Malhotra in for ball number 5 of his last over. And that is played down too long on. And the fielder gets it back in to the bowler. And again, just the single. So I believe it will be Josh Cobb who will be facing the last ball of the Clarion County Eagles batting innings.
So final ball. Cobb on strike. He has batted well. And irrespective of what happens in this final delivery, they'll be chasing something in the vicinity of 8.5 runs and over. Here we go. Malhotra to Cobb. Final ball, and Cobb gets a good delivery. And look at that. Can't score. Places straight back to Jasker and Malhotra. 18 overs is gone. Match reduced by a couple of overs because of a late start. And so the Clarion County Eagle ends their innings of 18 over at 151 for 6, Sasha.
Yeah, run rate of 8.4 and over. And as you say, the Punjab Blues are going to have to score 152 for the win today. So let's run through the batting card. Johnson Charles got 32 off his 31 delivery, so good start there. Sunil Narine, he got out pretty early on, just 4 runs to his name. Nitish Kumar, he got 36. Josh Cobb in at number 4, he was 44 not out. Probably would have wanted the 50 there, but for no luck there. So Aaron Lilly, he was out for a duck, a golden duck by the looks of it. Jonathan Fu, he was LBW by Ashley Nurse for 7. James Fuller had a good cameo, but he was caught and bowled for just 11. And Terence Hines, the man not out at the end, 10 off his 10. And 7 extras. And the Eagles finish on 151 for 6.
So that's the look at the bowling card. A couple of bowlers, 2 for 18 from Ashley Nurse. Probably the most impressive. You look at the economy rates there. A couple of wickets for Ken Jige. Ken Jige and Nurse pull things back. And there you go, 151 for 6. 18 overs aside, so when play resumes, Punjab Blues will need 8.4 and over, and they have done well in the series so far. So we'll see you right back in about 15 minutes' time when cricket continues here at the Central Broward Park. So welcome back to the chase. It's 152 needed from 107 balls. We've seen a quality delivery here from Roman Reyes, a man who has played at the international level, 9-1 international for Pakistan. And he comes in here trying to defend 151. Batsman out in the middle, Harry Bullar, the man on strike. And at the non-strikers end is Abdullah Saeed. I'm joined by my good friend Nalish, and that's the first wicket falls. Harry Bullar goes without scoring. Second ball onto the sticks. And good bowling, good start here from Roman Reyes. We'll take a look at that as we welcome Nalish into the box.
Thank you, Lenny, and what a start. What a start. That delivery just disturbed the furniture behind. He went for a mighty stroke over mid-on, and you can see the middle and leg stump disturbed as they draw first blood.
So good delivery from Roman Reyes, and they may have changed the batting up slightly. Sonny Sohal is typically the opener along with Saeed Abdullah, but today they've gone with Harry. Has not really worked out, and they've lost an early wicket here. They badly need a win to really get on top of the table with a point system on this group that is very tight here in Nilish. And a win here will really put them at the top of the table. The first team they will be to have earned 6 points.
I hope it's not deja vu for them, Lenny, because in the previous match they lost 4 early wickets and had to make a comeback with Jaskaran trying his very best, coming in, playing his innings, but it was not to be. But I was talking to Jaskaran earlier to see if he would promote himself up the order, and he was going to look at the playing conditions and the need for the team and then decide whether he should come up the order or not. It is Shehan Jayasuriya now, Lenny, joining Syed Abdullah.
So Shehan comes in here. He has had a good knock in the series so far. Didn't bat in the first game, got 25 and then got 39. So that tells you he's been among the runs. He's a type of batsman that can anchor, give the ball a tap. Very experienced, having played briefly at the international level. And he comes facing his country paceman, Roman Reyes. And Reyes bowls a quality delivery day.
That was just first delivery for Shehan, and trying to get his eye in. And Lenny, as you know, this is a type of sport you don't get that much time, but you need to have a few deliveries under your belt to get a feel for the wicket.
So Clarion County Eagles will badly need a win. 1, to put points on the table, and number 2, they've spent a lot of resources to get here, and they may want to go out with some bit of respectability. They haven't won a game yet. And another quality delivery here from Roman Reyes. So he's been on target, he's picked up 1, and he's bowling to a quality batsman in Shehan Jayasuriya, and he's done well so far.
Good line and length so far by Reyes. Right on target. And
so correction to that, I made a point that Jayasuriya and fellow countryman Roman Reyes, that's not correct. Jayasuriya comes out of Sri Lanka, and of course Pakistan is where Roman Reyes comes from. A lot of information flying in the box, Nilish, and sometimes they get crossed over, right?
That's true.
So ball stroked into the offside. Can't score by Shehan. He has had a good knock in the series, but look at that. This has been a quality over from Roman Reyes so far.
He has been bang on target, and that line of the off stump or just outside the off stump, trying to entice the batsman to go for the off drive, and the power overs. It's strokes that are over the fielders that would help.
So Roman Reyes, left arm pacer. And Nilish, I think the inspiration of Wasim Akram is really, when you look at Pakistan cricket over the years, I would want to think that no other country has produced some top level left arm seamer. Probably that might have been from the inspiration of Wasim Akram, no doubt.
Certainly from our generation, Lenny.
Oh, lofted over the infield and with runaway for 4. That's a lovely shot off the bat of Shehan Jayasuriya. So a very fine over comes to an end. But still, Shehan Jayasuriya, that's a lovely shot, Nilesh.
He waited for that ball to come in and then inside out over point area for a lovely 4 as he opens his account with a boundary.
So 4 for 1 at the end of 1, and that's the latest score here in Broward County.
Very nice. All right, so
13th US Open Cricket 2021 Fantasy Sports. Create your Dream 11 and win exciting prizes. Log in www.usopenfantasy.com.
So James Fuller has been given the ball. And James Fuller has an interesting situation. Nilesh, born in South Africa, played in New Zealand, and represented the England Lions. And the England Lions, of course, is the second-tier English team. So what essentially that is, and you all know what I'm talking about, that is considered like the A team of a full nation.
Brings them a lot of experience, Lenny, doesn't it? And coming into play in this format, all that experience will certainly help them grow better.
So we've seen a lovely shot in the last over from Shehan Jayasuriya. He's a class player. And Nilesh, when you look what he's done in the series so far, he got 25 and he got 39. So that tells you he has had some time in the middle. And he'll need a very good inning here to pull Punjab Blues over the line. 147 needed. So he ball peels off the outside edge. Only a single as one of a couple of fielders outside of the ring. One of them includes a white third man.
And I think he just opened the face of his blade. Wanted to play it more towards point or extra cover area, but got a thick edge and ran towards third man for a single. Punjab Blues 6 for 1, Lenny.
So Florida Scorpions 4 points. Samp Army, a powerfully put together Samp Army, they're on 4. And Punjab Blues engaged here. They need 146 from 100 balls. As Abdullah Saeed, the man on strike, he gets a good ball, works it into the onside, could pick up a couple of runs. They're running quickly. Well, not so, as it appears William Perkins is a fielder, or is it Terence Hines, and restricting the batsman to only a single.
This right-hand, left-hand combination always brings some headaches to the bowlers, doesn't it, Lenny? Provides an interesting challenge for them.
Yes, it certainly does, Nilesh, and that's one of the challenges you do have. And strategically, teams from time to time would try to control the right and left-hand combination. As in the case of this one, this wants to go for a cheeky single. A chance of a run out. Has he struck the stump? He has. And Abdullah Saeed is found short. We'll take a look at that. But I think the umpire has made a good call. It's 7 for 2, Nilesh.
Yeah, that was pushed gently towards mid-off. And there was a call made and then said no. And then he didn't have enough time to get back to the non-striker's end. And an unfortunate run out. And the Punjab Blues have lost their second wicket, 7 for 2. In the previous match, they had lost 4 early wickets. And then damage control had to be done later in the innings. So this doesn't augur too well for the Punjab Blues at the moment, chasing a target of 152 in the allotted 18 overs.
So Abdullah falls. And now replaced by Sunny Sohal, the original opener. So things have not gone pretty well here for Punjab Blues. They've changed the batting order up a little bit. Sunny Sohal usually bats at the top of the order. We saw Harry Bholar coming in, didn't last long, just survived a couple of balls. And now we saw Saeed Abdullah. It's always a little tricky from the non-striker. They need to get off to a bit of a head start when the ball is played up and into the onside. And as they tell you, Nilesh, probably sometimes it's not your call too much, it's your batsman call who has struck the ball, because probably he's in a better position to see what's happening behind Abdullah Saeed.
Absolutely. The non-striker just follows the orders of the striker.
So it's been a tidy over so far from James Fuller. Oh, that's a diving take from Johnson Charles, sliding down the leg side. And 1 wide is added to the scorecard, 8 for 2.
Losing wickets in the power play, Lenny, is always a problem for the team batting and trying to get to the winning total. And the Punjab Blues have unfortunately been in a similar situation in the previous match as well. And they have, they are now 8 for 2 as Fuller gets ready.
So Kane ball going down the leg side, and how well do you know your rule and laws of cricket? That's law number 22 that tells you that if the bowler doesn't give the batsman a fair chance to score, take a look at that. Back in the days we call hiding the ball heading down the leg side. It's called negative ball in English.
Well, the batting team won't be complaining. They get 1 run to their credit without moving an inch.
And I'll tell you, there are many disadvantages. I'll highlight 3 after this ball of going down the leg side. Well, let's see why it's not good to go down the leg side. Let's start with you will not get a leg before with a ball heading down the leg side. That's one disadvantage. What else? Well, you stand a chance, especially when you're bowling quick, that the wicketkeeper will not get across in time. So you have a you do pose a bit of problem for the wicketkeeper for the ball going down for 5 wides. What else? Well, and of course the other one is that you will be called a wide if the ball doesn't touch the equipment of the batsman. So
but
at least 3.
Most importantly, the bowler doesn't get a wicket.
So James Fuller, and again going down the leg side. So he is struggling here, and you made the point. The right and left combination may have gotten here to James Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller is struggling a bit in this particular over. This is his first over of this match, and he's had 3 wides, Lenny. So he's been a bit wayward. Probably want to get back in the swing of things and bowl at the stumps perhaps this time. Let's see as he gets ready.
Well, he's bowling over the wicket now, going down the leg side of Jayasuriya. A better ball driven through the offside. A long chase here. And that's a lovely shot. The fielder gets onto it. Does well to keep the ball in play. But that doesn't take anything away from a classic looking drive here from Shehan Jayasuriya. Take a look.
You know, when Lenny, you see a left-hander play that off drive, that is so stylish. And you can see here, down on his knee, full class, and the ball runs away towards the fence with a great effort in the end to save the boundary. But I'm always, I would go miles and pay for a left-hander playing a cover drive any day, Lenny.
So a lovely shot for a couple of runs. And those a shot like that, Nilesh, deserves 4.
It certainly does, but the fielder had different ideas.
Well, Roman Reyes will continue. We saw him bowling a very impressive over. An over that only conceded 1, got the wicket of Harry Bullar. And continues to bowl tight here. Ball struck on the pad here by Sonny Sohal. New man in. He's faced his first ball.
Quicker delivery and struck him on the left pad, and he's kind of moving around a little bit, flexing his left knee, making sure everything is okay as he comes back to the popping crease.
So Sonny Sohal in this series won 18-6 in 3 games. And Nilesh, one of the reasons that Punjab Blues has really put together a powerful team. Sonny Sohal comes out of the DC area. A man who has had a brief stint at the US national level, would have played global T20 in Canada, and a couple of years ago would have been part of the CPL CPL contingent with the Barbados Tridents. And while, of course, he may not have played in none of the games there, the experience you get from just being around the bench of top-level tournament, it really enhances your cricketing career.
Absolutely. I call it osmosis, Lenny. You just learn, live and learn, and with players and experience as Reyes gets ready for his next delivery.
So this should be a very good contest. Look at that, squaring up to look for a big shot, makes the adjustment relatively quickly. And Shehan Jayasuriya, saw him play a couple of good shots already. 1 for 4 on this side of the pitch, and we see a classic cover drive not too long ago. So he's looked the part, he's been in form.
I'm sure he's eyeing that gap between cover and extra cover.
So Roman Reyes, 9-1 international at the highest level. And ball turned into the onside. Fielder will come around. Appears to be Terence Hines. He gets quickly onto the ball, restricting the batsman to only 1 run. That's good feeling here from Hines. 14 for 2.
Tucked it away nicely to the onside for an easy single. 14 for 2, the Punjab Blues.
So they need 138 from 92 balls, asking 9 runs and over. And when you look, their current run rate is not looking good at all. It's just 5.2. So there's a bit of a gap between 5.2 and the required rate of exactly 9 and over, Nilesh.
With Jaskar and Malhotra yet to come.
So Roman Reyes, and Sohal gets a quality delivery. Ball steered into the offside. Turns the strike over to Shehan Jayasuriya. It's 15 for 2.
Lenny, I've seen that the spinners are getting a lot more purchase in this wicket in the previous games that I saw. And as they come on, we might see the score maybe even go down further unless the batsmen really decide to kick it up in high gear.
Well, they've on the fielding side, Clarion County does have probably one of the best spinner in the world still today, Sunil Narain, and he certainly will have to give them a very good 4. We haven't seen him yet so far. Roman Reyes is taking full control on that side, and James Fuller, he had a relatively good over, struggled with some wides. As speaking of wides, and here's another one, ball sliding down the leg side of the pads of Shehan Jayasuriya, and umpire Jermaine Lindo signals another extra.
As we just heard a little while ago from Professor Lenny about the wides in cricket, and you're not going to get a wicket if you bowl a wide, and 1 run extra to the Punjab Blues.
So the umpires for this game, we'll talk about that. Good adjustment here for Shehan, but he picks up a single. Good bit of work by the fielder in the ring. So that will complete over number 3. And after 3, Punjab Blues, they're chasing 100 and what? 152? 152. They're batting a 17 for 2. So James Fuller continues. And ball tucked down the leg side again. James Fuller goes wrong line to Shehan Jayasuriya. And Shehan Jayasuriya with a bit of reach. And that goes away for 4.
And Shehan Jayasuriya just saying thank you for giving that gift outside the leg stump. And he tucks it away to deep fine leg for 4 runs. And Jayasuriya now moves up to 13 of 12 deliveries. And Sony Sohal on 2. And the Blues are 21 for 2, Lenny.
Yes, Nilesh. And Nilesh, as a captain, would you have probably engaged the man at long leg or fine leg since James Fuller seems to be heading down the leg side?
particularly a bit wayward, isn't he? That would have been a good idea.
So this one through the offside. That's a cracking shot, but fielder comes around, makes a very good save, and they come back for a couple of runs. Good cricket there. Ball outside the off stump, crack through the offside. Good fielding, 2 runs.
First stroke that he played the ball before, tucked it away to fine leg for 4, and this time squaring it up to deep point and coming back for 2 runs. Jayasuriya moves up to 15, 23 for 2.
So the asking rate 8.8, they're going a 6.9. We've seen 6 in the over so far. Ball driven straight up to short mid-off, can't score. And so the action continues here with Clarion County Eagles badly needing a win. No points on the table so far. And a team that includes the likes of course, Roman Reyes. We saw him in action. James Fuller, Josh Cobb, Nitesh Kumar out of Canada, Johnson Charles, Jonathan Fu. And the big man, Sunil Narain, probably still one of the better spinners around.
Fuller must be happy with his line this time, Lenny.
Sure, and moves in again. Oh, a cracking shot through the offside, protection out there. And what essentially we have seen, Nilesh, is that the opposition, the Clarion County Eagles, they know 1 or 2 things about Shehan Jayasuriya. Every time he plays a shot on the offside, they're a very good shot. There is a fielder there.
And he's targeting that area for those short pitch deliveries outside the off stump. I'm sure he's trying to place the ball to the left of the fielder at point, but as you said, Len, he's been finding the fielder, not getting the force.
So Sonny Sohal comes into strike. A reputable batsman, Sonny Sohal. Oh, he makes room, cuts and cuts well, running up towards the 3rd man boundary. And they will settle for 1, but a good looking shot from Sonny Sohal. Good intent. And just using the pace of the ball, using some guidance. But he was only able to pick up a single. Well placed field again.
Intelligent stroke. You would almost want more runs for that stroke. But he only got one run for that stroke. But nevertheless, good looking stroke as Jayasuriya now comes on strike.
So 8 in the over so far. And James Fuller wouldn't mind 8 runs, but he would mind that he hasn't bowled a wide yet. Let's see. Oh, driven through the offside. It's going to give the man a long chase. He will not win that one. And it goes away. The class of Shehan Jayasuriya. He picks up another boundary. It's 29 for 2, Nilesh.
That was an overpitch delivery and the southpaw. Lovely stroke. Lovely flowing off drive. Running away all the way to the boundary. The fielder actually had no chance, Lenny, whatsoever, as they move on to 29 for 2, the Punjab Blues. Jayasuriya 20 and Sunny Sohal on 3.
So Nilesh, you've watched. I'm pretty sure you've watched athletics. Even you're such a big cricket fan. Usain Bolt probably would have catch up with that one.
Usain Bolt probably would not have caught up to that ball either. And when I was in Africa, I asked one of my guides that even Usain Bolt cannot outrun a single animal in the park. So Usain Bolt is fast, but on the cricket field with a stroke like that, no chance. And now we see Sunil Narain, Lenny.
Yes, Sunil Narain, he comes into this tournament. Well, let's talk about the hairstyle. Yeah, he's always prided himself in getting dressed for the occasion from his head up. And so he comes in here at 29 for 2. He's a quality spinner. And after 4, it's 29 for 2.
Sunil Narain with his guile, the first delivery. Lenny, right on the mark.
Yeah, he's a quality spinner. And if we were to sit here and tell you how many teams he's played for at the T20 level, we'll be here for a while, Nilesh.
Absolutely. As he comes in again, right arm over the wicket. And he bowled him. Straighter delivery. And Sunny Sohal went for a swipe towards mid-on. Completely missed the line. And he was bowled, giving Sunil Narain his first wicket of this innings.
Yeah, look at that. You've got to read before you play shots sometimes. And certainly not a clue what Sunil Narain has done there. He's on top of his game when he's that sharp, Sunil Narain. And he's always been a constant fixture with the KKR franchise. Look at that. Clean up Sunny Sahal, pulling across the line of a delivery. And you look at his scorecards, 29 for 3.
Lenny, if he continues in this form, Sunil Narain, Punjab Blues will have some problems reaching their target of 152 as Harpreet Singh now comes on to bat to join the Southpaw Jayasuriya.
So Florida Scorpions and Sam Parmy will be watching this game with some bit of interest, and we know who they will be backing. They'll be hoping the Punjab Blues loses this one. And Clarion County, they find themselves in a very sticky situation. The fact is, even if they win their next 2 remaining games, this one being one, maybe they may not be enough points for them to sneak through, but you never know what can happen as Harpreet Singh comes to the middle to face the experienced Sunil Narain.
Sunil Narain here, right arm over the wicket. Straight delivery, appeals for a leg before. And umpire says not out.
Looks a little too high here, as Jermaine Lindo would have indicated to Sunil Narain. So the spin wizard using his magic here today.
Absolutely. This time it's outside the off stump and he places the ball towards short third man, wideish short third man, no runs. Sunil Narain right on target, Lenny, so far.
Yes, he is, and Nilesh, he's played for so many franchises that we'll probably need a lot more paper to write things on. Crack towards the offside, can't score. This has been a maiden wicket so far with one more ball remaining in the over.
Not only bringing his reputation, but his guile and expertise. Let's see now, next delivery from Sunil Narain. Straighter delivery, and he plays it back to the bowler. And it's a maiden wicket over for Sunil Narain. And if he continues to bowl like this, Lenny, watch out.
So 5 overs gone. Our time is done here, Nilesh. And we welcome maybe Ivor Henry and maybe Sasha Crace. 29 for 3.
MAQ Group is a real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information, visit maqgroup.com.
Well, welcome back, Sasha. And you report a wicket upon your entrance to the com box.
Yes, hello again. And first ball of the 6th over, and first ball from Josh Cobb. It's a wicket. And Jayasuriya tries to play that down onto the offside, and it goes straight to the fielder who catches him. So Jayasuriya has to leave the middle. He got 20 of his 17 deliveries, and the Punjab Blues have fallen to 29 for 4. They are currently going at a rate of 5.6 and really need to up it to the required run rate of 9.6, so they're falling a little bit behind here.
Yeah, then way behind, Sash, if you can ask me, because losing 4 wickets for only 29 runs, we're into over number 6. I think they're in search of the first win in this tournament. I am not too sure it's going to be on this, the first game of the 6th day of this tournament. I think it's a bit much for them.
Yeah, Josh Cobb, first ball and a wicket with it. He'll be ready to go again to the new batsman, Jaskaran Malhotra.
So should we call him the man with the golden arm? First up, struck blood.
Yeah, he got a nice 40 or so runs as well, so he'll be feeling pretty good in this game.
Yes, indeed. There's a player of the match after every game. This time he's stroking this one nicely, getting off the mark. So two relatively new batters at the crease.
Punjab Blues 30 for 4. And as I said before, they're going to have to start hitting the ball around to make sure that that required run rate doesn't get too ahead of them.
152 is the target. It's an 18-over contest, so they're going to really have to get the wheels turning here. But Malhotra, you still have Malhotra and you still have Nurse in the hut. And they have won a game convincingly here 2 nights ago.
Yeah, coming off a loss, the Punjab Blues. And so they will be wanting to fight back here. And that is just driven with a straight back down to Josh Cobb. No runs from it.
Yes, well, Punjab Blues coming off a loss last night. They're going to try to see if they can even things out here. With a win-loss, and they would like to get a win here. They lose here, I think they'll be out of the competition today.
It's a closely fought table at the moment, and everyone looking for the wins, but the run rate is also important at this time in the tournament. And I believe that's the end of Josh Cobb's over, and that's a cracking over for the first one.
Yes, just 3 coming from it, getting a wicket with his first delivery. And there's plenty of work here to be done.
Yeah, Punjab Blues 32 for 4 after 6 overs. Quick reminder, it's just an 18-over-a-side game. And so the 5th over was the end of the power play, not the 6th as it usually would be.
Yes, 6 if it's 20 over. And as you said, as rightly said, 18 overs. Second game slated to start at 2 o'clock. And I think we're on course for the 2 o'clock start. At least this match will be done and dusted before the 2 o'clock hour, I would think.
Yeah, both teams looking for the win here. We're getting into the final stages of the group games, and it's important for both teams to keep pushing forward as that ball is pushed down onto the leg side. But again, no runs, and Aponso, the new bowler for the Clarion County Eagles, has started well.
Yes, starts with a dot. Not nearly as well as getting a wicket with his first ball, but I'm sure he'll take that. Dots, build the pressure. The required run rate is over 10 at this point. He's bowling left arm round, and they're scoring single into the onside. Deep backwards squarely comes off the boundary, and send the throw back into the keeper. Is that Johnson Charles, I think? The wicket keeper?
Yeah, exactly right. Number 23, Johnson Charles, is keeping here. So Ponso in for his 3rd delivery of the over. And that is hit hard back over his head. And that is gone for a big 6 here in Florida.
Yes, Happy Spring has started the party. Jackaran Malhotra, I'm sure he's going to get jealous of that. He's a big 6 hitter himself. They're going to need plenty more of that.
Yeah, current run rate currently 6, but they need to push it up to 9.8 to get the total of 156 runs.
Yes, to keep things in balance. 152 is the target. So,
as the fielders retrieve the ball that's been hit a long way just now.
113 to get from 69 deliveries. The ball is still out of the playing area, so we'll take a Matt Hatter break. Have you had a cup of tea for the morning?
I have. I've had a couple.
A couple? My word, I have had 1 cup of tea for the morning.
Yeah, got to keep yourself going, haven't you?
Yes, indeed. Yes, such as has 2 cups of tea. I've only had 1 cup of tea for the morning.
Looks like we're struggling to find the ball here. It was hit a long way, but not entirely sure what the hold-up is.
Well, they're changing the ball. The umpires, they're trying to get a replacement ball. I guess the ball has left the playing area,
and we've just been informed that the ball has gone past the gate, which is behind the sight screen, and it now has to be changed because it's gone out of the playing area. So new ball, but not a new ball.
Well, a replacement ball, and one of similar wear. But let's this be noted, even if that other ball that has been played, that has been lost, even if it's found, it cannot be brought back into the playing area to continue. It's done and dusted. Once ago, that used to be the rule, where, okay, if the original ball has been found, you have to use that. Now that's a thing of the past. So we learn as we go, and that's official.
So Aponso comes in for his 4th delivery of his first over, and a dot ball again. So after that 6, he has come back nicely and pushed their required run rate up to 10 now. 10 required and an over.
Yes, every dot the required run rate is going to go further and further. This time in the air, but just away from the man stationed in the short extra cover. But there's coverage in the deep. Batters can only get 2. So 111 to win from 67 deliveries, 41 for 4.
One more ball left in Aponso's first over. He's gone for 9 so far. He won't want to get into double figures if possible. And it is.
And he stays that way. First over, 9 runs. Harpreet Singh, 9 from 10. Jakaran Malhotra, 3 from 5. Some 9 runs coming from that. 41 for 4, which indeed is the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium.
So it's going to be Narain back into the attack. He's bowled very well so far. Look at those figures.
Yes, so 1 for 1. So he has got the better, the 2-wicket maiden that we would have realized yesterday, but he comes now, bowls over the sticks and can't score. So he's as tight can be. And
he looks like he's got a lot of hair going on at the moment, blowing nicely in that wind.
Yes, but he wants to hear, so he makes sure that there's no hair over his ears or anywhere near close to his ears.
Yeah, nice bushy mohawk going on.
Yes, and Malhotra there very watchful, turned this one into the onside, gets off strike. That brings Harpreet Singh, who struck a lovely 6, and we had lost ball, a replacement ball with that shot. He would have hit out beyond the playing area. He's coming forward. He was bamboozled there by the Doujra. That one left him.
Yeah, Narain bowling nicely at the moment. 3 deliveries from the over and just the 1 from it.
Yes, Narain is still world class in no matter at what level. He brings out his arsenals, bag of tricks, and this time he straightens up and plays it with a dead bat. Gets no run for it, so Narain has deemed to be expensive. 1 run from his overspell so far.
Yeah, partnership now of 13 between these 2 batters. And it's going to stay at 13. Another dot ball from Narain. So the Clarion County Eagles really piling on the pressure here, aren't they?
Yes, indeed. And that's exactly what he's been brought on for. I mean, a wicket would really look good for him, but they needed them to push the run rate maybe up. And he's allowed a peel as he was sweeping and given. The umpire took his time. He was playing right across that one. That one was aligned. Let's see. We'll have the replay on that one. So Narain has struck.
Yeah, just as you said, a wicket would look good in his personal statistics. He gets one.
Yes, there it is. He gets one. The umpire took his time, he played it in his head, and said, young man, you've got to go. You would have hit a lovely 6 in the previous over, but this time it was not to be. He has gone for 9 from 14, and further trouble and further worries for Punjab Blues. Ashley Nurse is still in the hut.
That was the end of Narayan's over. He finishes 2 overs, 2 wickets for just 1 run.
I did say he got rather expensive in that over, and the reason for that is because he would have bowled his first over being a maiden. So giving up 1 run, of course, by his standard, that's being expensive, especially in this match.
Yeah, Punjab Blues struggling a little bit here. They're 42 for 5 wickets, and they need to reach the total of 152. So behind the mark, you'd say at the moment.
Yes, they're under the pump here. They're going to need a good partnership here. It's only 18 overs, so for you viewers, we want to welcome you to the MAQ TV. This is day number 6 of this tournament. It's an 8-day tournament. As he bowls round the sticks, as that was the end of the over. That is Ponso. So the skippers kept faith in him, even though he would have been struck for an almighty 6. But that batter has gone, and Jack Moran is open up, and he's trying to think there was a chance of a second, but it was quickly aborted. That remained a thought.
Yeah, new man at the crease, Vernon Johar at the strike now. Left-handed batsman. And he will want to make a mark here for the Punjab Blues if they're going to be in with a chance to win this game, aren't they?
Yes, indeed. And I think this is going to be telling the tale. 5 wickets down. They're in the run column. They're a long way from home. The overs are running out on them. We're into over number 9 at the halfway mark. Bang, he's playing this one into the offside. But again, there's coverage in the deep. Can only get 1. 44 for 5.
Yeah, they're bowling well here, putting pressure onto the batsman, trying to get the ball away for the elusive boundaries here. But to no avail so far. So Aponso continues in his second over. 3 to go.
Yes, Jack Moran would have batted not out last night. If you're playing for averages, he might be thinking about that, but he must first be thinking about getting the Punjab Blues go past the 152 that is required for victory. There's some 108 runs short of that.
So 45 for 5, Punjab Blues need to start building here. Let's see what he can do. Not a lot, just the dot ball again from Aponso. And Johar stays 1 from his 2 deliveries. 1 more ball left of the 9th over. Let's see if we can get a big shot in here. And it looks like we do. That has gone a long, long way for 6. God, we seem to be fortune tellers here. And a 6 comes up for Johar, who moves on to 7 runs off his 3 deliveries.
There it is, and good elevation, and they picked his spot, and this again went out of the playing area, went to the picnic area, and sure it has gone for a late lunch. It's after 1 o'clock in our neck of the woods. As we come to the end of the over, the 50 comes up. It's 51 for 5, which is indeed the latest score at here, the Broward County Stadium. Well, now and it is who will be continuing. 1 bowler, 3 bowlers can bowl 4 overs, and 2 can bowl no more than 3 each. So the ball has been inspected here by the umpire. It would have left the playing area. Seemed to be satisfied. Toss it back to Narayan, who has gone for 1 run from his 2 overs, and they've taken 2 wickets. So Narayan is on the charge.
Malhotra facing, and they're going to get the single from the first ball of Narayan's 3rd over. He is currently 2 from 2 and going along at a pretty good rate.
Yes, indeed. The required run rate has jumped past 11 now. But the wicket column is the is the one that is causing concern for the Punjab Blues. They've lost half of their wickets, 5 down for 52.
And Narayan again gets another dot ball. He is being excellent here.
Yes, he's
economical as they come.
Yes, he's attacking with a slip and a short extra cover and a short mid wicket. Oh, this one is in the air. I don't think it's going to have enough. Did he get there? He got there.
Got there, but put that ball down. Narayan not looking very amused in the middle. But it would have been a great take. He was running in a long way there. You can see his legs pumping as he tries to get there, and he does. And just goes through his hands by the looks of it.
Yeah, it should have been taken. He did all the hard work in getting there. And once he got there, he's like a dog chasing a car. And when the car stops, the dog still can't drive.
Ryan does well again, just nothing from it again. And he is 2 wickets, 4 runs off his 2.4 overs.
Now is getting real expensive here. He's in his 3rd over and he's gone for 4 runs.
Yeah, tries to stop that ball with his foot, and he's doing well here, but isn't going to make any football team anytime soon by the looks of it.
No way. Let's hope that the agents are not looking at this time. The scouts are not looking at him, because he's not going to get any call-up. He might as well turn his phone in.
So last ball of his 3rd over and another dot from it. So Narayan finishes his 3rd over, 2 wickets, 5 runs. Punjab Blues at the 10 over stage are 55 for 5, and there's going to be a double change in the commentary box now.
Yes, thank you, Sasha. It was lovely working with you. Over number 10.
MAQ Group is a real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information, visit maqgroup.com.
Welcome back. After a short break, Punjab Blues 55 for 5. It's all up to this pair now, Ivor.
Yes, indeed. With only 8 overs to go, Dr. Mehta, I would ask you for a prediction at this time. 55 for 5.
I think, Ivor, as long as Jaskaran is at the crease, all bets are off, because I would not count the Blues out of the game, because he's a big hitter. As if we have Terence Hines.
Okay, well, he comes in. So we've gone to the medium pace of Terence Hines, coming in for his first spell. So we've seen Johar with a lovely 6, and he's on 10, he's double figures. He's gone past Jaskaran, who is there on 7 from 12, taking his time. Last evening he would have batted not out in a losing cause for the Punjab Blues. I'm sure he wouldn't want to stay not out in a losing cause again. He'll be making it a bad habit. He's pulling this one from outside the off stump. There's a slow delivery. He was long into the pull shot and the ball was not there.
Yeah, Ivory played his ball a little early, didn't he? And then missed it. And I think Jaskaran is having a mid-pitch conference, supporting the young man, telling him to focus as Hines gets back on his run-up.
Yes.
Malhotra has started a bit slow, Ivor.
Yes, and like you said, the thing is that he's still there. And once he's there, all bets are off. I'm going to agree with you with that one. 55 for 5. Hines outside the off stump, but probably that's what he would have told him. Try to have a whack, try to have a go. But this time he's playing right across it. That was about a 6 stump and still going further away outside the off stump.
I think Johar was eyeing that picnic area way on the long on side, and he completely missed that stroke, getting his bearings back together.
Yes, well, he had a lovely 6 there in the previous over from that end, so I guess that's his favorite spot. 97 to get from 45 deliveries into over number 11. This time he's hitting this one in the air. He's going to be safe. He's going to drop just inside the 30-yard circle where no one is stationed. No one is stationed there. We have a deep mid-wicket. We have the wide long on and the deep backward square leg. Those are the boundary riders on the onside. And, of course, in the offside, you have cover sweeper and the mid-off. But they're going to change because it's a left-right combination. This brings the right-handed Jaskaran Malhotra. He is on 7. He has got to get the wheels turning if they ought to come anywhere close to overhauling this total.
Absolutely, Ivor. He has to kick it up in high gear now. Looking at the field very closely as Hines is getting ready to bowl right arm over the wicket to Jaskaran Malhotra.
Well, he started well, right arm over down the leg side, wayward delivery. Someone forgot to tell him that the batters has changed ends. That would have been a beautiful delivery to the left-hander, but this is the right-hander.
Yeah, Ivor, that left-hand, right-hand combination always creates a headache for the bowlers, doesn't it?
Yes,
when
indeed.
you are looking at your line, it tends to be wayward sometimes, and that is the key for any bowler to get focus on your line, because the off stump suddenly becomes the leg stump.
Exactly. Well, cricket is about 85-90% mental. You've got to maintain your mental faculty. He bowls over the wicket, down the leg side again. So I guess someone has to get up to him and remind him. So we need to get the mid-on or mid-off closer to him and just to whisper. Right hand.
Talking to Lenny earlier, and Lenny was talking about the importance of the white ball rather, and so many negatives about a white ball, but the most important one is you cannot get a wicket with a white ball. So,
well, that's not true. We would have seen a stump here of a wide delivery. Stephen Taylor got out. This is a lovely shot down to deep backward square leg, but there's a man stationed there, so Jaskaran can only get a single. Yes, Stephen Taylor was out from a wide ball down the leg side, stumped by Ramdin. Quick piece of stumping.
I should qualify my statement by saying to a fast bowler.
Okay, yes, because the
stumping to a fast bowler can be challenging.
Yeah, once the keeper is standing back. Once it could be challenging once he's standing back.
There was a fine print, Ivor.
Yeah, there was a fine print. Yes, indeed. Because it has happened here in this tournament. Stephen Taylor, he was engaged in the record opening partnership, and this one is...
Jaskaran took a swipe at that one and got a top edge, went over the keeper's head all the way for 4.
And there is no third man in play here, so...
And it's a free hit because of the no ball or the...
Oh, they did call a free hit? I missed that one.
Malhotra on 11. This time tucks it away to square leg and the amble across for an easy single. The score moves to 64 for 5 now. Ivor, Malhotra on 12. We just talked about kicking it in high gear. So far, we haven't seen that, Ivor.
No, we haven't seen that yet. But we have seen Johar. He has extended his arms already. But Terence Hines, he has gone for 9 in this over. Not bad, just coming into the attack. 64 for 5, 11 overs done and dusted. It's 11 of 18. Be reminded that the second game is slated for 2 o'clock. It might be a little off the mark, but don't go away because we'll be here for games number 2 and number 3 on this day, number 6.
A change of bat for Johar. Let's see if it brings him better luck. Perhaps a heavier bat.
Well, these bats are so thick now that they can actually hit a 6 from the side of these bats.
even a miss hit can fly away, can it? I mean, the way we've seen some of the strokes fly away off a thick edge, running away to the boundary.
Yes, most definitely. Well, we're having spin from this end, and it's Cobb. It's coming back. He has bowled his first over for only 3 runs this time. Jaskawan is just taking his time. He's just working this one off the legs. I think he seemed to forget it's an 18-over encounter, but nonetheless, even if it was 20 overs, it's a limited over encounter, and they are behind the strike rate. It's up to some 13 runs that is required. We have 87 from 41 balls. And to win, a swing and a miss outside the off stump. Here is Johar. He's trying to do the heavy lifting. Come round the wicket, and he's tugging this one into the onside, not getting a hold of it, getting a bottom edge, and this trickles out to the wide mid-wicket area for a single.
Yeah, Cobb is going through his over quickly, and there was a mistimed stroke by Johar that brings Malhotra back into strike with 3 balls remaining in the over.
He's happy seeing the last man out. Jaskawan giving himself room and cutting this one out to cover sweeper, but it's going to get no more than 1. They're going to need some boundaries, and they're going to need them fast, quick, and in a hurry.
The required run rate, Ivor, keeps climbing, 13.4 and over.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is the weekend. I hope that they're not conserving energy to go on a shopping spree, because Malhotra has got to get the wheels turning here now. And like we said, here's a good one coming from the willow of Johar, and it's gone out of here for 6.
Yeah, that was a well-played stroke. He was eyeing the onside all along, and this time he got hold of that one and flew over the mid-wicket fence for 4. That brings Johar on to 18.
Yeah, it's gone for 6. And like we said, he's doing the heavy lifting. We can see his intent. And Jaskawan Malhotra, he has got to emulate Johar and do the same if they ought to get anywhere close to the target. Here he's going again. He's tugging this one, but this time he's going to just get 1 for his effort, as he didn't time it as well as he would have liked. It was about a pitch outside off, still going further away, but he keeps the strike for the beginning of over number 13.
And the required run rate is 13 as well, Ivor, for the remaining overs. So it keeps getting more interesting.
Yes, well, it's within range, but they're going to need a big over to take it down from 13. You wouldn't want to be wanting 13 from the last over, especially if you're going to have Narain to bowl that over.
Yeah, they've been playing Sunil Narayan quite cautiously, Ivor. He hasn't leaked any runs so far. And this is an 18-over match. 74 for 5 are the Blues. Johar on strike.
Yes, we have some clouds hanging around, but no immediate threat of rain or anything of that sort. We're under brilliant sunshine here at the Broward County Stadium. Well, we're going to have medium pace to continue. That is Hines. Outside the off some slash. That's a good shot. But again, there's coverage down there. They're going to be getting a relaxing too. The throw comes into the wicket keeper. So Johar has the right idea. He's going to take his chances. He goes up to 21 from 16. Malhotra are going to have to join the party. Cannot wait until it's too late. And in that partnership of 34, Johar has struck some 21 of those 34 runs. Oh, this time, this one, he was bunting this one. That was a quick single, and Johar was in a spot of bother there. Would have been cause for concern had he hit direct. but it was not to be, so no overthrows though, so 77 for 5.
They're scoring at 6.2 and over at the moment, but the required run rate, the required scoring rate is double that. So something quickly has to happen in this 18 over match as Hines gets ready to bowl to Jaskaran Malhotra.
He's pulling, and he's pulling well. This time he has joined the party, and that's a good looking 6, a proper cricketing shot. It was short, it was going further down the leg side. He pivoted, and look at it in replay. David has hammered it in around shoulder height, and Jaskaran gave it the treatment, got it over the boundary ropes for his first 6. He moves on to 20 from 18, cricket in a hurry. So 9 runs already from this over, from the first 3 deliveries.
There was a stroke waiting to happen for Malhotra, warming up. Short delivery and deserved the treatment, and right over the square leg boundary for a mighty 6.
Yeah, but that one got up nicely. There's some juice in this pitch. As you got up, when you can hook, pull and cut, it shows that that's a good batting wicket. Outside the off stump, no ball. So here things working in favor of Punjab Blues. Had a 6, and now he's guilty of overstepping, as this one was pitched outside the off stump going further away. So it's a free hit, and it's a delivery where none of the fielders can move from their original position because the batters did not change ends.
And Jaskaran Malhotra says thank you.
Yes, indeed. He said, well, I think it's only fair that I get to hit the free hit because it was bowled at me. I oftentimes say it's so hard to bowl a no ball high full pitch at a batter. He runs a single and the other guy get to hit the 6. Oh, that's a good delivery right up in the block hole, and Malhotra can do no more than to just dig it out. But he forgot that even if he would have swung and missed and he got bowled, he would have gone for naught. So he played a defensive shot.
Good comeback.
A very good delivery, good comeback. That's a good comeback delivery. But Malhotra, I think he forgot somewhere along the line it was a no ball, a free hit. Because he should have played an aggressive shot regardless. Here is an aggressive shot going back to the bowler. Bowler caught chance. It would have been a good one had he taken it. Let's hope he's not injured. He got back there in a hurry. He stuck his right arm out, and yes, now he's wringing the hand because I know he came back fast. Look at it.
That was traveling at quite a speed.
Yes. Bang. Good reflexes though to try to get it to stick. Those have to stick.
Absolutely.
Well, Hines bouncing now over the wicket outside the off stump. Good delivery again up in the block hole. Just what the doctor ordered. Apart from that, beautiful 6 and the no ball, a pretty decent over. He has gone for 22 from his 2, and the required run rate, it's over 13.
65 runs of 30 deliveries, Ivor. It's getting more interesting, and we only have 5 overs left. Malhotra on 22, Johar on 23.
Yes, 13 runs and over. That's what we're saying. They cannot wait to leave it too late because Narayan still has an over in hand, and he's going to come in pretty late to bowl that over. No, that's Narayan. He is back now, so here's where he's going to try to push them further and get it up to about maybe 15 and over.
This is the contest I was waiting for. Sunil Narayan versus Jaskaran Malhotra.
Oh, we've seen that before, and Narayan would have won that battle. Because here again, he's playing defensively, just for a single, as if to get off strike. So Narayan now is going to go round the stumps to the hard hitting Johar. Johar has looked good. He has looked the part in trying to overhaul this 152. He has played some aggressive shots, and the intent of the young man shows that he's trying to go after the runs. Here he is again and showing intent. Although he's only getting 1, he's playing aggressively against whoever is bowling to him. That's the idea.
Sunil Narayan wouldn't mind giving singles Ivor at this stage because he's got the game under control. This is his last over, and let's see what Jaskaran does with the last 4 deliveries of this over. He has to make something happen, a 6 or a 4 or a combination of both in this over.
Yeah, but he's not showing any intent of aggression. He seemed to be satisfied, you see, in playing, oh, that's it, I show he's gone. That was not a good one at all, because we are seeing it from here. The Jaskaran is not on the attack. He's playing with soft hands. So I don't know why he would, well, I know why he wanted to go there, because he's sending a message to Malhotra that you're not trying to get the ball away, I want to get over here.
So that's right, Ivor. Unfortunately, that one straight to the fielder at short third man, and a quick grab by the keeper to dislodge the bails, and a run out that brings the Punjab Blues down to 89 for 5.
And good work there by the wicket keeper, because you see, that's good wicket keeping, and I hope that the coaches will be happy for that. He would have took off the right glove just in case he himself had to run for the ball, and he would have had a shy at the stump. So that's good wicket keeping. Johnson Charles, of course, I forgot that. That's good old experience. So these are the things coaches have to pick up on, and the schoolboys. I know you're looking at the MAQTV.com. That's one. It's not all about just big hitting, taking wickets. The wicket keeper has just shown you what to do in tight situations where run out is concerned. Especially in 2020 cricket, a wicket keeper is very, very essential.
Is this the prescription that the doctor ordered by bringing in Ashley Nurse now, or Ivor, is it too late?
Well, it's not too late, because you can get 36 runs in an over, and Ashley Nurse might very well come to do some nursing here to this ball. I'm sure that is what is required from the Punjab Blues, some big hitting. But he's not going to try it against Narayan. He's new to the crease, and I guess he's going to say my old teammate, and possibly still to be teammates, because you're never out in the West Indies. Everyone is eligible. Remember, those were the words of the president and the administration. Said all are eligible.
Narayan is bang on target, and Ashley Nurse is not able to get him away. And these dot balls keep mounting the pressure, makes it more and more difficult for the Punjab Blues. 89 for 6.
Well, they're going to play out Narayan. These next two, unless they bowl a real loosener, they're going to play him out. See, there it is again. That's
3 dot balls, Ivor. 26 balls and 63 to win. Getting more and more challenging for the Punjab Blues now.
Well, Narayan would have gone for 7 from his spell at the end of 14. Just 4 overs to go. I think we'll get Lenny to finish it here with the last 4.
Welcome, Lenny. Roman Reyes is the next bowler coming up, and Punjab Blues 89 for 6. Malhotra on strike with 23. 63 to win in 24 balls, Lenny, becoming a tall ask.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. We saw the other night Ashley Nurse would have hit them out of trouble, but the baffling situation continues here, as Jaskaran Malhotra has not shown great intent in really getting the ball across and over the ropes. We've seen him picking up singles in the interior when the asking rate has certainly gone up to almost 16 run and over.
A very atypical innings, I would say, by Jaskaran Malhotra at the moment.
So Roman Reyes Nurse is driving and driving well. Will pick up runs here. Fielder is giving chase. And they come back for a couple of runs. So 2 runs to Ashley Nurse. He batted well the other night, Nilesh. And from what I've seen in the last, well, the game after the big night for him, another game he had to come out and score in excess of 11, 12 runs and over. And look, he comes to a situation here with the asking rate 16.09. So he has never been out of a situation in which he came in and had to play one that's probably his usual knock, but he comes out here having to really swing for the fences and get aggressively quick.
Yeah, these singles are not going to cut it for the Punjab Blues. They are reeling at 93 for 6. Malhotra on 24 of 24 deliveries. Very unlike innings of Jaskaran Malhotra, I would say.
Considering he's tagged as a player who has smashed 6 sixes in over. And he goes, oh, that's a lovely shot from Jaskaran Malhotra. And it goes up towards the backward square leg area, came into his wicket and deliberately guiding the ball away. And that's a good looking shot from Jaskaran. Take a look.
That's class. He moved away towards the off stump and guided the ball beautifully, as you said, Lenny, all the way down for 4. Moving his score to 28 now.
And that was and that's what T20 cricket has really taught some of the best batters in the game. Back in the olden days, Nilesh, you were told to get behind the ball. In these days, they're asking you to create room and to get the ball away. It doesn't matter how sometime it's done. Lovely shot from Jaskaran Malhotra. This over's gone for 8 so far. And a good comeback here from Roman Reyes. So that continues the exploit here as Ashley Nurse comes back into strike. So 19 deliveries remaining, 54 to win.
Yeah, it's getting more and more interesting. The run rate requirement keeps on creeping up for the Punjab Blues.
So Punjab Blues, they would have won their first 2 opening games, but what we've seen, they're beginning to lose some, and some being a couple now. So that will complete over number 15, and after 15 it's 99 for 6. And Nilesh will take a break as Sasha Crace comes back into the box at 99 for 6, 53 to win from 18 balls.
13th US Open Cricket 2021 Fantasy Sports. Create your dream 11 and win exciting prizes. Log in www.usopenfantasy.com.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqgroup.com.
And it looks like James Fuller is coming back into the attack here. We are currently 99 for 6 Punjab Blues, and they have 3 overs to reach the total of 152 runs.
Yes, Sasha, is going to be a tough one here. We saw Ashley Nurse the other night bat them out of trouble. But we've also seen a couple of times when he would have come in and the team needing 15, 16 runs and over, wasn't able to pull it off.
And Nurse facing Fuller's first ball of his third, and that is hit high in the air. It hasn't gone a long way, and Fuller is coming under it to catch his own ball, and he's taken it. Caught and bowled, James Fuller, and Ashley Nurse, the danger man, has gone for 4 runs.
Well, a well-judged catch from James Fuller. The scorecard will read caught and bowl, but I wouldn't tell you how high it went. Here we go. Skied into the air, picked it up well, but too high, and here comes James Fuller. Call for it, and look at that. Perfectly done. James Fuller picks up a wicket, and the dangerous Ashley Nurse has to walk back. It's 99 for 7.
Yeah, let's watch that one more time. I think it hangs in the air for nearly 8 seconds. I mean, that's a long time for Fuller to be standing under it. A little bit of pressure, and takes it, and just makes sure it is safe as he falls to the ground. And that is caught and bowled James Fuller. And the new man at the crease is Nushtush Kenjigi.
So Kenjigi comes out here with a lot of work to be done. The run rate has gone up to 18.7 and over. And they've lost 7 wickets so far. So Punjab Blues on the verge of losing another one. And Clarion County Eagles creating a bit of history for themselves in this tournament. It'll be the first time they have put points on the table. 53 to win from 17. And while it's not official yet, you'd have to fancy Clarion County winning this one, Sash.
Yeah, totally agree. Malhotra, the man on strike, faces Fuller. And again, it's gone high up in the air. And is this going to be caught by the keeper? It is. And Fuller is on a hat-trick. 2 from 2.
Well, we've only seen 1 hat-trick in the series so far. Burhan Saeed yesterday claimed the hat-trick. And all of a sudden, James Fuller is on 1. And this is the 3rd time in the series, Sasha, where we will see an attempt to get a hat-trick. And let's see what happens. We'll have to wait to see who the new batsman is. And certainly, Jaskaran Malhotra might have crossed during the course of that high catch. In fact, Jaskaran Malhotra is the man out. And so 99 for 8.
Yeah, again, that was in the air for a very long time. And the keeper with the gloves wasn't going to drop that one. Easy catch in the end. And as we've said, Fuller is 2 wickets from his 2 balls and on a hat-trick. So Jasdeep Singh, the new man at the crease. But as you said, the batsman did cross. So it'll be Kenjigi facing this hat-trick ball from Fuller.
Actually, it is Jesse Singh. Jaskaran would have crossed as the man who struck the ball. So irrespective of who's on strike, James Fuller is on a hat-trick, Sash.
Yeah, here he is at the top of his run-up, just waiting for the batsman to be ready for this delivery.
Only 1 hat-trick we've seen so far, and I'm surprised, and I'm surprised a bit more attacking feel is not employed. But here we go, James Fuller.
James Fuller running up, and that's going to be a wide. So 2 wickets from his first 2 balls, and maybe the pressure just got a little bit to him, or the excitement, I should say. And a wide ball on his 3rd.
Well, that is done for now. From a perspective of a hat-trick, we've seen Burhan Saeed getting 1. Burhan Saeed comes out of the Yankee Royals unit.
And the Yankee Royals, I believe, are playing next.
Yeah, they take on US All-Stars, Ali Khan and boys.
And here comes Fuller again. And that's a better ball, but it's nudged down onto the leg side, and they will take a single.
So Clarion County would have brought in Amila Aponso in place of Royal. A bit of a late start. Game reduced by a couple of overs. And so far they've played impressively well. They posted, 152, 153. And so far they have done well to defend that. It's 101 for 8.
And Fuller comes in again. Kenjigi, the man on strike, again just pushes it onto the leg side, and they're thinking about 2, but are going to stay with the single. Probably a wise decision. That was a good throw back to the keeper.
So Kenjigi, Sasha, is one of the players, along with a couple of Irish players, will have to stay back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't be too upset about that. It's a lovely place to be staying at the moment.
Has he been called up by the US national selectors to stick around as the Irish men makes their way?
And Jasdeep Singh, the man on strike, Jesse Singh. And again, he just pushes that through. And another single off James Fuller. He is 2 for 24 with 1 ball left of his 3rd over.
Yeah, very talented lineup is Clarion County. You'd have been surprised they would have lost all their games coming into this one. But today they seem to have gotten it right. We saw a good knock from Johnson Charles and Nitish Kumar. We saw a very good knock towards the end from Josh Cobb. And we have seen good catching from the likes of James Fuller,
who comes in for his final ball of the over. And that again has gone high in the air. Is it going to be out? Man under it takes it. And James Fuller gets his 3rd wicket of the over. And you can see him in the middle. He is more than happy about that. And I think that's Kenjigi who is going to have to go back to the sheds.
So Kenjigi falls. Well judged catch here from Roman Rees. He had to backpedal a bit. Look at that. And in the end, he held on to it. He's played at the international level, Roman Rees. And so he comes up with a good catch, and it's all Clarion County Eagles at the moment. And Punjab Blue, they've slid to 103 for 9.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of teams being bowled out, and with 2 overs to go, it's a high possibility that the Punjab Blues are going to lose all 10.
So the pair Kulvinder Singh, last man in the shed, he comes out, joins Jesse Singh. Here, take a look at the catch again. Well judged catch from Roman Reyes. And so the 9 wicket falls here for Punjab Blues.
And Reyes, the catcher of the last wicket, now comes back into the attack. So he's been good so far. 1 wicket for 19 runs off his 3. So here he comes in to bowl out in the penultimate over.
Well, the fact is, you look at the required rate, it's 24.5 runs. It's not going to be an easy one here so far. So Jesse Singh, the man on strike. Oh, he gets a good ball. Yorked him. Middle stump knocked out of the ground. And it's all over, bar the crying. Punjab Blues goes down to Clarion County Eagles. Roman Reyes finishes it in fine style. Look at that.
That's a lovely ball. And as you said, middle stump out of the ground, and there was nothing that Kulwinder Singh could do about that, and he's out for a golden duck.
Yeah, one of the brilliant ball here from Roman Reyes. It's no wonder he's played 9-1 international. So that's the end of what has happened here. Punjab Blues goes down for the second time in a couple of days. Clarion County Eagles will put points on the table. There we go.
And let's go through the scorecard. So Harry Buller opened and got out for no runs. Saeed Abdullah, he was 2 from 2, run out. Jaya Surya, he is 20 runs off his 17, bowled by Josh Cobb and caught by Jonathan Fu. Sonny Sahal, 3 off his 6 deliveries. Harpreet Singh, he got 9. Jaskaran Malhotra, he got 29, top scoring for the Punjab Blues. And Johar, 24, so a good innings from him too, but run out from Fuller. Ashley Nurse caught and bowled by James Fuller. He was potentially the danger man, but out for 4. Noshtush Kanjigi came in and just getting 1 run, and Jasdeep Singh not out on 2, and Kulwinder Singh, the last man to get out, he got out for a golden duck, and it was bowled middle stump by Reyes. 9 extras, and they finished on 103 all out.
So impressive bowling here from Clarion County Eagle. Let's take a look. 3 wickets for James Fuller. Took a magnificent catch to his own bowling ball, went up high in the air. 2 for 19, Roman Reyes. He's been impressive. And a couple of wickets for Sunil Narain. So that's the card. 103 all out. An impressive win here for Clarion County Eagles. So the next game coming up, Sash?
Yeah, I think we have the Yankee Royals versus the US All-Stars. So stick around because we'll be back soon for Day 6, Game number 2.
1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation. I have with me the star bowler Sunil Narayan, grabbing 2 for 7. Congratulations on this performance, Sunil. Your thoughts on the match and your individual performance?
Yeah, I think it was a must-win game for us to try to go out there and give a good performance. We did that starting with the bat, and I think our bowlers trumped it up at the end. So hopefully we could continue this momentum, get a win in the next game, and see what happens for the qualifiers.
The spinner seems to be taking a charge here in terms of the bowling performances. They seem to be getting more wickets than the pace bowlers. Do you think the track is helping the spinners more than the pacemen?
Yeah, I think it's on the slower side, and I think the spinners are doing well. So it's good to see spinners doing better than seamers in some tournament. This is one, so hopefully spinners could continue and do the part for the rest of the tournament.
Congratulations. Sabha will be presenting the Man of the Match trophy to the one and only Sunil Narayan. Congratulations.